Hey y'all. Happy Sunday. So, because I'm going to do a one and done about this. And hey to everybody here. So, let me tell y'all. And that's the fucked up part about the beef sector. But so, I experienced my own deaths. But I don't come on here and tell nobody nothing. I had two losses. Two. Because of domestic violence. And these are recent losses. And because I was grieving that, I remember how I treated Ness. I treated her bad about her domestic violence. So it made me feel softer about it because I'm like, damn, I can't be doing this. This is the reason why everybody see a sudden change with me. This is the reason why everybody's like, well, how you turned, how you changed, how did you do? This is the reason. Because I don't make it a point to get on YouTube to tell people fuck thing going on with my personal life. But when I do have my personal life affected, because I do have a life with people that I love off of this application, and I have a change of heart about how I feel about what I done said or how I did somebody, and I come through and I try to make amends with them, I don't get why people act like that's wrong. Ain't nothing to play. I attended a whole funeral. Ain't nothing to play. And this is the reason why I didn't even want to come here. And to be honest, my members Monday, I honestly have wanted to tell y'all, not this one that's coming up, but in the past one. Because I was dealing with all of this then, but I was still trying to honor my commitment to y'all. I was still trying to honor my commitment to y'all. And this is also the reason why I'm anti-male currently. And I don't like no man trying to tell me what to motherfuck to do. Because a man unalived somebody that was close to me. And I don't come on YouTube to get no cash app or nothing. I don't come on YouTube to get no cash app. I don't come on here to say, oh, this happened, that happened. No. Wait. Angela T. White, you said, and the award goes to? Angela T. White just said, and the award goes to. What award? What award? Then just came and said, are you serious? My apologies, sweetheart. Bitch. Fuck you, Angela T. White. Fuck you. As much as you act like you a supporter, fuck you. Because I just said what it was, and you trying to give me a motherfucking award? This is why I can't take these people on here. That act like we motherfucking robots. I ain't nobody's robot. I came out of Kathy Dunn Myers' pussy. I ain't your robot, bitch. I ain't nobody robot. I don't perform and do a jig. No. If you don't know what happened, you should have red balled. You should have red balled if you ain't know what happened. So yeah, that's the reason why I woke up one morning and said, Ness, I really do care about her, and I would be devastated if something happened to her because I'm walking in it right now. Every day I'm walking in it. Every day I'm walking in it right now. So the nerve of Ness to think I was running a play or to think I was lying, to think that I was trying to set her up for some type of embarrassment when she disrespected the fuck out of me last night. I don't do plays. This loss was so severe, y'all, that it really just had me reflecting. I'm like, damn, I really need to really just get rid of all the petty bullshit. I promised myself that I wasn't going to drag nobody about DV no more. Like, I'm not going to come on here and drag somebody about their domestic violence, none of that. So that's why I call this one and done. Because at the end of the day, my channel is still being fucked with. And I ain't been nothing but genuine. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I ain't been nothing but a bitch that done been genuine trying to be helpful. No, but no, I'm talking about I actually had a real loss. I had a real loss. You gotta, why do people just jump up in here and not red ball? One of my friends was unlocked because of domestic violence. And I don't tell YouTube when I go through anything. I just come here and put on a show. But the problem is, last night I understood that Ness don't know how to treat me as a human. Like, let me be a human being sometimes. Too many people on this application will not allow me to be a human being and have feelings. Then when I don't have feelings, then I'm all types of bitches and hoes. People don't want me to have human emotion. And then when I try to show somebody a human emotion, like, hey, I get it. If you want to talk about something, whatever you got going on, let me know. They think I'm being disingenuous. So it's like, well, damn if I do and damn if I don't. I'm not disingenuous. I'm not disingenuous at all. And if the beef sector wasn't so treacherous and I could really tell y'all all the details about this, it don't have nothing to do with Ness, me dragging her, no. But if the beef sector wasn't so treacherous, I would be an open book and tell y'all, because you know I just never have been hit this close with that domestic violence. Yes, I had lamps thrown at me. Yes, I got pushed into the walls. Yes, I got somebody trying to fight me. But I never had nobody kill me. And now I'm even wondering, well, thank the Lord that something changed in my heart and that I left. But even when I get on this application, people try to make fun of the lamp that was thrown at me. Meanwhile, I'm dealing with the grief of somebody who actually got unalived. And for people to really think that I'm just setting up a play. Nothing about my life is a play, y'all. I ain't never been that type. I don't need that. And I'm on this channel. This channel ain't even monetized. Y'all just up in here, and it ain't no monetary gain. It ain't no monetary gain. Y'all just up in here because I'm sick of the stupid shit. I'm sick of whenever I'm trying to be nice, people thinking I got an agenda. I don't need no agenda for nobody. But I remember, and even let me give y'all some more backstory. In the Teleport Tuesday that was recently done is when me and Ness talked about the domestic violence. I was already still grieving at that time. And she told me that she didn't like that I put that photo of her domestic violence and how it made her feel and everything during the Teleport Tuesday. And after that was over, I thought about it and I was like, well, yeah, considering that I done already been grieving and had to deal with a funeral for somebody that's really close to me that had to deal with being unalive. I said, when Ness said she don't want to deal with that, and I said, I honestly would be affected if I clicked in YouTube and she was not on this computer. But I don't even know why that's a bad thing. I don't even know why that's a bad thing. For me to sit down and tell somebody, hey, if I clicked up in here and I ain't see you around on here, I would be devastated. I don't know why that is a bad thing. It's a lot of people on here that I'm used to seeing, and I would be devastated for some of them. And the reason why it was more so about Ness is because she been so upset with me about making fun of her domestic violence. Like, you got to understand, y'all, it's history in this. And I just keep thinking about my loss that I just had and what I could have done. But y'all, I done spent weeks asking myself what I could have done differently. And the thing is, there was nothing that I could have done. What is going to happen to somebody is going to happen to somebody. It ain't nothing I could do. Whatever a man decide to motherfucking do is what he decide to do, and it ain't nothing I could do about it. It ain't nothing I could do. But I have asked myself that question. And so that's the reason why I've been trying to give people their flowers. I'm not being fake and phony or running no motherfucking play. And that's why I get so sick of the people up on this application who act like everybody needs to come here and do a play. Yes, Black Nation, a man unalived somebody that I know, and it was domestic violence. Off of this application, I have heterosexual friends. Like, I have heterosexual friends. So anyway, I just wanted to do a one and done. Me and Ness always been so close. The first time that we ever exchanged personal information was like 2018, and it was because she was thinking about having her son be in a school here in Atlanta. And she knew me from YouTube. She knew me from YouTube, and I lived here in Atlanta. And I remember she dropped up in my chat. No, she left me a comment underneath one of my videos. And Ness left me the comment underneath my video with her phone number. She said, could I call her? That's the first time that I ever talked on the phone with Ness, and she was asking me about the school systems here. Cause she was worried about her son being in a better school. And so that's how we ever first got on the phone. I didn't try to shoot my shot at her. Hell, I didn't, I wasn't that type of way because I thought she was a straight person. But when she said, what do I know about Atlanta? Because what is the best school districts? Before she decided to move to Seattle, she was thinking about moving to Atlanta. And she was asking me about East Point. And East Point is horrible. And so me and her had real life conversations like that. So the fact is that today in 2025, she don't view me as a human being. It's crazy. And I'm not going to play in this world to be viewed as a human being. I don't know what world she live in. But that's the only reason why I even spoke to her. She put her phone number. We talked about that. We talked about the school district. I mean, hell, if y'all don't follow Ness journey, yes, Ness moved to Seattle, but her son and her brother lived here in Atlanta. So when she asked me about Atlanta school system and the different places that was safe, that's true. That's true. But so yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a one and done. Cause it's like, this is stupid. Shaquille fuck with my channel. Ness is still swearing to me that she ain't have nothing to do with it. But at this point, I don't even care about my channel, but I'm going to speak how I feel. I'm going to speak how I feel. And so that's why I came here. I utilized my live button because it's crazy. This whole morning, I was hearing so much commentary about me. Pizarro really got me all the way fucked up because Pizarro think that I'm playing. To be honest, if I logged into my computer and Pizarro ass wasn't on here, I would feel some type of way. I don't get what's wrong with me being transparent with people. I don't get why people make such a big deal. Hey, Truth. Hey, everybody that came in. Hey, VS. Hey, everybody. Right, VS. I am genuine. I am genuine. Because, like, the feeling of this in adulthood to wish that you could have did or said more. That's really hard. It's really hard. But then you just be like, but if I would have did or said something, I would have been getting in other people's business. You know? Like, because sometimes you get yourself in a place to where you like, well, I can't say nothing about this, that, and the third because I ain't trying to get in other people's business. But when you stay quiet and not be up in other people's business, somebody might wind up unalived. And I'm in a place right now. And I know that this is a place for my journey for life. But the nerve of me or the nerve of others that when I'm trying to tell you, hey, I appreciate you. Let me give you your flowers. Let me give you your flowers. I hate this happened to you. I said this about you. They think it's a play. And that's why I'm sick of the people that do plays, because I ain't no I'm not a person that do a play. So many people, hey V Lachey, so many people contacting me, asking me, why I was so emotional. Even Shaquem thought he was reading me up on the panel for Demon Soul last night about why I was emotional. Because I got a life outside of this motherfucker. That's why I was emotional. And I even said, yes, I have emotion. Zulu, calm down. I said, yes, I have emotion. I'm a woman. Yes, I have emotion. But at the end of the day, you can't, what I know is that I did my best with this situation. And I'm not about to teach a grown person how to treat me. I'm not in a season like that in life. I'm no longer in the season to teach grown people how to treat me or how to speak to me or how to talk to me or not to call me a bitch. That's a part of a season of life that I'm not in. If I done already told you, don't call me a bitch, because if you call me a bitch, I might get at your ass. And I'm trying to be the nice person. Don't just call me a bitch just because. Like, don't do that. I'm not dealing with nobody that would do it. I was actually speaking. I can't remember who I was speaking to. But essentially, I was told that death changes people. So where a lot of the times people be like, well, J.Dunn, you done changed. Oh, how you changed all of a sudden? It was overnight that you changed. Well, it was overnight that I no longer had my damn friend. Like, the fuck? And when I'm talking about my friend, I'm not talking about Ness. And Zulu agreed. But I was told that death changes people. It changes the way we think. It changes the way we move in life. And I be damned for any grown person that's using this application that ain't changing, that ain't growing. Hell, I clicked Kimmy's link today. I didn't even think that Kimmy was going to let me up there, but I was just up there to say thank you. But people get so tuned in on the computer to where they view us as robots. Nothing could ever be happening personally. Nothing. Nothing could ever happen. Why? Because we ain't coming safe. Because I don't make a habit to do that. I don't make a habit to come and talk about my personal life. I'm one of the few content creators that don't do that. I don't know why Joy Queen trying to tell me to go on a trip. For what? Why? Why? So no, I'm not trying to go on no vacation. You know, it wasn't all of that, but what it appeared, it was me genuinely being sincere. But what I've been taught is that you can't be sincere and genuine with people. You can't be extra nice. And the crazy thing, Demon Soul, when I went to Demon Souls, I told Demon Soul how I appreciated her. I told Kimmy how I thanked her. I'm trying to see who else I gave my flowers to. To Charlie. I went to Charlie's channel and I told Charlie, because y'all, that's just in the season that I'm in. I went to these women that I watch on here and I want them to be okay. And I just want to say I appreciate you because tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow ain't promised. And especially if you're dealing with a fucked up ninja that'll motherfucking come and unalive you. It ain't promised. So I ain't gotta lie. I ain't gotta run a play. I ain't gotta do none of that. I legitimately cared. That's it. REJ. Y'all, I haven't been looking at the chat because I've been having tears in my eyes. Because I don't run plays. I don't fake cry. I don't do that. REJ said, I agree, J.Dunn, but you in this situation, don't you feel she needs to process all the things you said about her in the past? REJ, Ness was in a relationship with a woman who wanted me to be in jail. So if Ness need time to process my words when her and the woman that she was actively in a relationship with was trying to get me put in jail, go ask Ness that question. That's how I feel about it. They were trying to put me in jail and I forgave her for it because like what I'm saying, tomorrow is not promised. But one thing that I do know is that I'm not going to make myself changed or have a hard heart. I'm going to still stand with my head up and stay up in my truth because I know that I ain't have no ill will or no ill intent. But I cannot say that other people don't have ill will or ill intent about me. What I'm teaching myself to up in this season is like, look, I could have the best intent for somebody, but that don't mean that the best intent is for me. Like they probably be, have bad intentions for me. They probably do. They probably do. So yeah, this is my one and done live, y'all. like what I said, none of this need to be content because I wasn't even trying to make this content. I was really just trying to be appreciative. Even with ODS, he blocked me. He auctioned me off his channel, but I still clicked his link, and I was, nice because tomorrow ain't promised. So yeah, either way, that should be the long and short of your answer about anything or my sudden change or whatever. And I hate that I couldn't be up on my other channel to do my live, but one of Ness good friends that she met in person put a false strike on me, and YouTube is making me wait 10 business days to see if he gonna go to the courthouse against me, which he ain't gonna do. So it's vindictive, which it lets me know that Ness, let me tell you, this whole time that I've been here, I've watched Ness align with people who wanted the worst for me. I've watched Ness align with this heat and get in a relationship. I didn't give a damn. This heat couldn't stand me, wanted the worst for me. Now this Shakim shit. Shakim fucking with my channel. Ness aligned with him. He want the worst for me. How in the hell do you think I can continue to commingle when I see you aligning yourself with people who want the worst for me? When you needed to figure out where your son was going to go to school in Atlanta, I made myself available. Shit. Real phone number, real address. Let me tell you the areas that's not safe for a black little boy growing up. But this is stuff that she forget about. And I can't expect people to remember those things. Nor can I expect to be in a situation where I got to remind everybody. I'm not going to keep reminding nobody. And that's why I told Ness, I cannot keep explaining to you or over explaining to you while I'm treating you like a decent person. You so used to people mistreating you and not being decent towards you that when somebody is being genuine and nice, the person got to tell you all the time why. No. That ain't the life that I live, y'all. And that ain't the life that I plan to live. I'm 38 years old. And I promised myself on my 38th birthday, because I only got a couple of more years until I'm 40, that I was making changes in my motherfucking life because I'm about to be 40. And I mean that. Whether it's changing people, whether it's changes wherever, I mean that. I'm not going to go in 40 and be dealing with people with this bull mess. Okay, let me get my link for the Miso. I put the link, Demon Soul. Hopefully, Demon Soul can see it. Oh, Demon Soul. Okay. Hey,
Hey Jay. Hi, hey.
yeah, that's
I
why I
just
was really getting frustrated on your channel because people wouldn't let me speak, but like I was really being genuine and candid, and yeah.
right. Well, I mean, I've been noticing for the couple of days you've been being really intentional about telling people how you feel. You had said a couple things to me in different platforms we was on, and you had been coming up, since I've been going live more regularly, and you had been saying different things, and I knew something was
Oh,
going
oh
on, but I
yes.
didn't know it was a loss.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was.
And but you've been giving me my flowers. You've been apologetic. People always be like, "Do you require this? You keep going back, whatever." J.Dunn has actually apologized, and that yes, you see us engaging. It's been slow to get back to what it was, but she actually, had came to me and said some things to me, and has said some things here in the past, and I just understand J.Dunn on a different level. I know it. People don't understand it, but I do understand her on a different level. But I knew that you wouldn't, you don't bring bad news to people or sad news to people. If it comes up in conversation, like, because, if I was telling you about my aunt's house, or you was helping me advice about what to do as far as all that stuff, because you've been through that. And then you'll get, more personal, but you just ain't gonna bring like negativity to somebody where I'll call her, and be like, oh, this going on. So you ain't that type of person. So I know that it's been hard because you don't typically just bring your troubles directly to people. So I knew something was going on.
Well, I'm happy that you know because that is true. But yeah, when I came to your platform and gave you your flowers, I mean it. Yo, fast talking self. I
And
like to hear
yesterday
you on
was a
the
mess
platform.
too, and that's why I was kept on. Cause normally I'd be like, "They done quit, like you trying to, uh, don't you put me in a position." But I didn't say any of that. I just kept, cause I wasn't that loud. I just kept on telling them, "No, let you talk," cause it was a different energy. It wasn't. You weren't complaining, thing you wanted to be heard. It was just a different energy, and now it's all a lot of stuff is making sense now. I've been here since the beginning, just listening to you, giving you more support. But I said, no, I'm going to see if she'll drop the link because I didn't know if you felt like talking to anybody. I didn't want to put you in that position, but I had to come say that I don't, this, a lot of stuff is making sense. And I hate that you had to deal with that. I worked in that field, of course, and in a shelter, and have had clients who passed away from that, but I've never had to personally see anybody I know. I've had victims in my family, but just not that. So I know what a horrible loss that is. But please, baby, don't blame yourself. The best you can ever do for somebody is be a friend while they're here. They know they can't come to you when they need you, but sometimes some people don't. But please don't accept any blame for anything that an animal did to someone.
Well, thank you, Demon Soul. And that's the thing, because we're on here, it's people that go here and they lie so much. That's the reason why I don't like the Shakims and the Lemons. Because it don't make sense to lie, because when truthful stuff be said, then people accuse you. But hey, ODS.
What's up, Jake and Demon Soul? Hey, chat. I was just coming up because
Hey.
I guess everything happens in timing. I'm sorry about your loss, but I'm glad that we was able to put our shit to the side before you even said this, so it doesn't look like I'm coming up like while you're in a down moment trying to, what I'm saying, sneak back in or something. We made
Mhm.
our peace. I apologize for what I did. I always saw the good in you. That's why it was hard when we did fight. I mean, I did what I did. I didn't even go into details. You summarized it yesterday. But I definitely, you know what I'm saying? I look at you as a true and genuine person. We had our bump, but I mean, you didn't go as hard as you could have. It was a lot of things that you know about me that you could have put out here on the streets and you didn't. That's why I never was done with you. It was just we needed some space. So I mean, we took that opportunity. But I mean, I do recognize the change in you. Everything ain't a joke. Everything ain't just a little hee hee ha ha. You getting more into your emotional side, you letting out more of your personal side as well. So just wanted to tell you head up, chin up, and all that good stuff. I still rock with you. And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with expressing how you feeling. So I mean, I'm glad you getting it off your chest.
Yeah, because I felt like how long? Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's so many people that's like, why J Dunn all of a sudden changed with Ness? Is this a play? I don't play them games. I don't do that. I don't do
Well,
that.
you almost got on me yesterday, and it was just I look at everything as a possibility of a play. You might not run plays, but we definitely seen Ness run plays. So you was offended when I said that yesterday when I did it on the poll, but you didn't even harp on it, which you could have. So I respect that. But I mean, of course, we always got to look at everything twice here, and you ain't the only person involved. If it was just you, I wouldn't have assumed the play. But because of the characters involved, I was like, well, is this a play? I wanted to put that option there, and I know I'm not the only person who probably felt that way. And it ain't got nothing to do with you wholeheartedly. It's just the whole situation as a one.
Yeah. And with you and the Misso, I have been the worst to y'all, in a particular time. But when I genuinely care, I don't give y'all that much heat and smoke.
You don't.
Even, yeah, I don't because I genuinely care.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come up and show my support, let you know, because you damn sure will run up on my panel real quick. But especially when I'm down, I've had moments where I was down and you hit that link like, nigga, get up, you good? What's going on? So wanted to give you that same treatment in return. But you sound better than you did when it first started. I had to red ball back because I didn't know what was going on. But
Yeah,
just
it
wanted
was
to jump up.
because it was just hard to even get my first sentences out because yeah, I'm like the fuck. People ain't
But I'm gonna
robots.
drop down because somebody in your chat said, "Can we please let you get it out?" I thought you had already pretty much got it out and was having conversation. So I'll
Mm-mm.
take my
No,
exit
Oh
now.
yeah, I didn't think she was still in disclosure mode. I'm sorry. I thought that she had was pretty
Yeah,
much.
I put the link down because I was done. This is one and done. That it's called that for a reason.
but
Oh, then
I'll
who
be in the
is in your
chat.
picture? Is that the Luigi got to kill the United Healthcare person? Who is in
Nah,
your
that's Joe from You on Netflix.
Oh, that's my Joe. I ain't even
Yeah,
recognize that. Oh, this
yeah.
season they got him look.
Demon
Oh, I
Soul, we
don't
getting
like
off.
it.
You off track, Demon Soul. That's not what we talking about right now.
Oh, I
Talk to
know.
you later about
Okay,
that.
yeah. Let me get on. Let me
But
get back on
Jake, I just
track.
wanted to come up and show you some support. I'll be in the chat.
Okay, all right,
All
Odie.
right now.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah, I'll drop down too, so to finish talking to your people. I just wanted
Well,
to.
no, because I didn't have a whole lot to say. Honestly, if y'all didn't come up here, I was probably gonna be done already. Because I
Oh,
legit said everything that I need to say, and I'm not gonna harp on and repeat myself. There is a replay button for a reason, and I just really wanted to bridge that gap that I feel like wasn't bridged for everybody, which y'all the people on the internet. But it's some people that was really concerned and was like contacting me and stuff and like, why you so emotional? I listened to Pizarro and Pizarro was trying to check me about having emotion.
well, no, it's perfectly no. I'd rather you have emotion than bottle it up and let it fester and then it just explodes or it just comes out at the time you didn't mean it to. Because when you're doing all of this and you're talking to people in a small, little gathering, I think you can kind of. Sometimes it even helps when I talk to my chat when it's like a real small, like my night crew, like Cassie, you, and people like that, and they love it when it's calm like that because normally it's not in my lives. And we just start just talking, and sometimes even talking just regular things out you found a solution, or you like, well, you know what? I ain't no said that out loud. I can't. I must feel it. I need to look into that. Do I really feel that way? It kind of just it just helps. Like and like ODS said, your tone, like how you were at the beginning, instead of crescendo and up, it was like a going down back to like a resting place. Because I think sometimes it just helps to let it out and let it go because it's weighing on you.
Right. It's the one and done for me.
Right.
And Lemon up in my chat. And that's the thing. I've been dealing with all of this with my real life friend. And so I was willing to give Lemon a conversation. So it really pissed me off last night on your platform that Ness didn't want me to have compassion and give Lemon a conversation, but she will do it. Like that's some bullshit. Hey, YouTube cameras.
Hi Jake, hi Dimiso. Dimiso, very, very
Hey,
excellent
Rochester.
show last
Oh,
night.
thank you.
Jake, I came up to offer you some moral support. You always support me, and I can't say that I'm shocked as to the turn of events. However, I did see a change in you. I think you put forth the effort this year, as you said, to be more compassionate and maybe a little more softer. Okay, so that I saw as a positive in you. Now, for the other stuff, listen, I'm not really shocked, but it is what it is. Just keep being you and don't lose your positivity and don't lose the goals that you set forth for this year. And forgiveness doesn't have an expiration, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say for you, you know what's best for you. And sometimes you just have to choose yourself. That's the only thing I can tell you. We watch people fall out of makeup all the time. So nobody can tell you how to fight, when to stop fighting, and how to forgive someone. So just
Oh,
know that the people that support you, I support you anyway, and I was never going to choose a side unless you did something to me in order for me
no,
to fall out with
and
you.
that was the thing. I had my foot down about that. Now she could have never told me that I can't talk to you. She could have never, cause I'm not gonna stop what I've already been doing.
Yeah, and now I see Lemon is here. If you guys want to talk, I mean, shoot, everybody else is making up. Demon, so your panel gave them the opportunity to all have a kumbaya moment. Okay,
Well, no, I
Yeah,
put
it
the
was
that's
link
some
okay.
hearts
down
in the
there, so
house,
I don't
baby.
know if he see it, but I put the link down there.
You got him blocked in your
I
on
don't
your
know.
person.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
he said link, please. Maybe one you if you have a mod, maybe somebody can repost it. That way, if you do have him blocked or he has you blocked, he must not see it because he asked for it again after you dropped it. So it might be that he can't see it.
Yeah, well, I haven't used this channel in almost a year, so I don't know if he blocked me.
Okay. Yeah, he said he can't see the link. So that means one of you has the other blocked.
So I'm gonna put it again. But yeah, this
He
remember
can't see it if you put it a mod or somebody else has to
a
post it.
moderator. If a moderator is here, if they can
You
grab
have
it
a
and
mod.
put it, because I haven't used this channel.
Yeah, you really haven't gone on since you got the other one, you haven't gone on live over here. I don't see a mod in the chat. I think that's the only way that okay, get it off the wall. Okay, there you go. ODS said get it off his wall. ODS posted it on his wall. Okay, let me get down. I just wanted to say that, Jake. Okay. I'll
Oh,
get
the
down. That way you guys can talk.
YouTube cameras. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you, even though
Oh, thank you, Jake. Likewise.
sometimes we get irritated with each other, but it's never that hard for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know that is not for me either because my chat and people on the panel will be criticized. Yeah, J.Dunn's running her show. J.Dunn wants to control her panel, and I keep having the same people around because only I and that person can cause each other to fall out. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Um.
I just want you to know that. Oh, Leo back here. Hey, Leo.
Okay. Hi, Leo. Okay, I'm gonna drop down. Okay, thanks for having me. Hi,
Hey
Leo.
YTC, how you doing?
Okay.
Good. Thanks, boo.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
good one. Hey J.Dunn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Leo. And then now Lemon back here too. So I'm about to put
Okay,
Lemon.
I'm gonna be quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Um, just wanted to come up here offer support. You already know that, we're able to talk. So
Hmm.
if you need me, just call. You have certainly been there for me through very rough times. And I was just here to offer support. That's it.
I appreciate it, Leo. And I knew that you was there, but I know that you had your own thing. So now, you know, I I know that you had your own thing.
But you already know you can call. I know that you are a genuine person. I have seen, the change and I understand it. And just know that when you are making changes for whatever reason, everybody may not catch on, or accept it. But it's up to you to just continue to be who you are. As long as you being true to yourself, that's what matters. And that's all I wanted to say to you.
Thank you, Leo. I receive it. I do.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye. All right. So Lemon back here. Let me put him. Hey, Lemon.
Hey, how in the hell are you?
How in the hell are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay, but I'm actually happy that I was able to do this live to bridge a gap, which it shouldn't even
Well,
have been necessary.
to me,
Hmm?
what bridge a gap between you and I?
No, because people were trying to figure out why I was so upset and why I was so emotional on Demon Souls last night. So
Mm.
I was bridging the gap to let them know that missing piece that I didn't plan to even come up here to speak about. But I have to be transparent in order for people to understand that I have a personal life and people that I love off of this thing.
I totally understand. Um, Yesterday was very unexpected. I know when I hit the link, I know who was on the panel, and Ness wasn't there, so it's not planned. I know they keep saying plays and all this bullshit. No, she wasn't there. When I came up there, she came up like a couple of minutes after me.
Mm-hmm.
The timing was wrong, but I have not spoken to Ness publicly since our fallout, and we blocked each other on IG, and we haven't spoken since. So
Mm-hmm.
everything that happened at TMO's live last night was very organic. It was pure. Now, when you and I had a conversation on ODS platform, and I told you how I felt, you was like, "Lemon, you're nailing me to the cross. Lemon, you people done far worse to you and said far worse about you and your family, and you forgive them." But that's because I valued you as a friend of mine, and I keep
Mm-hmm.
using this word loosely, a friend. But that's how I saw you in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they did violate me, but I didn't look at them as a friend of mine because I don't talk to them behind the scenes. I don't have communications, but I talk to you behind the scenes. And I feel like you and I just had a genuine bond just off of the years that we've known each other, good,
Yeah,
bad, or indifference.
we did. I mean, I don't know if you forget, but I'm gonna toot my own horn. Remember, I sent you your first $50 because I felt like Sir King wasn't never giving you a cut, and you was always over there. And I said,
Hmm.
"Well, what's lemon cash out?"
Hmm. I
VS
remember that.
VS came back here. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey VS, VS, she on mute, but it authenticated as her.
Okay, it's me. Hey, J.Dunn.
Hey, okay. So I'm
Hello, VS.
Hey, Lemon.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking to both of y'all. But yeah, that's just how I feel about the situation. What did you have to
Right.
say?
Me?
Um,
Uh,
well, Lemon, I
you-
want to ask you, because you just
Hmm.
said that the what happened yesterday was authentic.
Hmm.
But was it really authentic? The only reason I'm asking is because when I had did a live this morning, some
Hmm.
people came into the chat and they said that J.Dunn was directed to not contact you, but then the person and you made some type of connection where y'all said y'all was gonna talk privately.
Hmm.
So sometimes it may not be like organic, for the other person. You might have thought it was organic if that was a real situation that happened. So Jay Dunn, only you can confirm. Was you told not to have a conversation
yeah,
and talk to
it's
Lemon?
actually yeah, it's actually on Ness's live. But let me tell you, VS. So Ness didn't direct me in anything. But these days I'm living in my peace and I didn't want no extra. So when Ness was saying that she would have a problem or she felt like it was gonna be something, plus I already know that Lemon get up on here and talk about he known for plays all the time. It didn't make me know never mind because I don't want no extra nothing. And I mean that.
But Jay Dunn, that was one of the reasons why I do believe people were speculating that it could be a play because of the bigger story. Number one, like you said, you didn't feel the need that you had to like tell everybody something personal because you know how the sector is. But it
Correct.
was something going on. But then also they saw where you had said that, it was suggested that you don't talk to Lemon. But then we look up and Lemon and Ness is making plans to have a conversation. Now, this is my take on it. I don't care for Ness at all. I
Mm-hmm.
do know you care about Ness. I don't
Yeah,
care how mad you get. You and Ness had some type of friendship, relationship, YouTube ship. And that's something myself in the chat, nobody should get into because when friends make up, the people who are trying to defend J. Dunn or whatever the case may be, they get put to the back burner. And I think that's
mhm.
what a lot of people are feeling, J. Dunn. I know a lot of people up here give you like a more support or whatever. But the thing is, we're trying to defend you. Like they, people are able to see that it wasn't genuine. And it wasn't like they was beating you up. They were saying, J. Dunn, you can't see what we seeing. Like this don't seem genuine. and and for Lemon and her to be able to talk pride, but then you couldn't talk to Lemon. That's
Right.
that's what's the weird part about it is.
Yeah, and I get that, VS, and I know that you don't have an issue with or you had an issue with Ness, but even that in itself, the 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 proof of my growth is even VS.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
I mean, if I was one of those ones to hold a grudge, we would never speak. But that's not where I am, and I don't want to be. I don't want to bring that into my years to come. So that's why I really try to, be good to people. At least try to treat them right and treat them better. And that's why VS is fine with you. She fine with me. I'm fine with her. But even back then, people had an issue with that. Like, oh, why you dealing with VS? Look what she did 10 years ago. Like, look, I'm not looking at what something happened to me 10 years ago.
Yeah. And we talked about that, and I've apologized and tried to move forward or whatever. And you said you weren't ready at the time, but then slowly but surely we've been cordial, trying to be respectful of
Yeah.
each other. But somebody in chat, I'm trying to make it about Ness. I'm actually saying that J.Dunn and Ness need to talk because they are actually friends. They actually had a relationship with each other. So I'm not hating on her and Ness. I just feel like, sometimes, you could like somebody more than they like you, or you give more than they give you. And in this situation, Ness like to have a person who she can be over and she can make a move around. And Shakim does things for Ness. And I do think Ness and Shakim are good friends. You're not going to break up their friendship and what they got going on. So you're going to either have to accept her being cool with Shakim or let it go. Because they've been cool for a long time now. Since the Vegas thing, that's been many months now.
Yeah, but I never had a problem with her being cool with him. I don't care. I didn't care. But once he started over here tampering with my channel, that's when I'm like, okay. And y'all can even see my first community wall post that I said, Ness, get your friend immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because why the fuck is he over here playing with my shit? When
So
I
you
just made
so
my
you also feel like that she can control him to either remove some of the stuff or you know
I don't think that she can control him. No. I'm just saying get your friend because that's her friend. Like what I've noticed now that I've been back over on her platform, a lot of people that I don't care about and no, you don't want no part with me. I don't want no part with you. As soon as they see me at Ness's, they think that that's the opportunity for us to have a conversation. No, bitch, I don't want no conversation. I didn't come here to talk to you. And so what I was noticing was that's what was happening over there up on her channel, like Shakim. He won't talk to me. I don't talk to him. And to be honest, I was 9 years old when Shakim was born. He is somebody's child. No, we don't have no friendship and we never could.
yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna step down, but because I do know that you care about Ness, and I'm sure she care about you, because Ness ain't hard as she try to act. Ness care about you as well. It's obvious, and y'all just need to talk. However, you're not going to move the way that dude moved for her.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why I think that friendship is more beneficial than a friendship with you. Because you more stern and you don't have to you know move at the beat of somebody else's drum. That's all.
Can I
So
ask you a question before you leave, VS?
uh-huh.
Answer my question. Okay.
Yep.
So like last night when I initially hit the panel, I was there to cuss out the panelist. And at that time, it was certain people on the panel, excluding J.Dunn, because we had just had a conversation on ODS platform. And in my head, I thought her and I could work it out because that's the olive branch I sort of extended. I didn't know that she couldn't forgive me because there were stipulations that told her she can't do so. But when I went there to cuss out the people on the panel outside of J.Dunn, um, Ness did hit the platform and we did have a conversation. And it went better than I expected it. But I knew if I had to whoop bang, I was finna whoop bang. But it didn't go that way. But what I'm trying to ask you is, so you felt like what you watched, I don't know how much you watched the TMO's live, you don't feel like the angle I was coming from was like from an organic place, or do you feel like you still feel like this is all just one big play and we're just playing in front of the subscriber faces?
Okay, so it's two parts to this.
Okay.
You know, once I found out, you know, it was put out there that J.Dunn was, you know, it was suggested or, you know, to not talk to you. But then this person and you talking about y'all gonna talk in private. So that's like one thing that looked weird, you know. The second thing is this is the most humbled. Like, you're a humble dude. Like, you've always been humble for the most part. However, I've seen you, like, you know, I've seen, you know, kind of change, you know, turn up a little bit, drop your balls on
Turn
people.
up and be cocky and yeah, you know, I am guilty of that. Yes, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but as of recent, since old boy has tampered with your channel, I see you have came all the way back down. You have been going to people's channels supporting them. The Miss O channel, in my opinion, had all those views and stuff because you wasn't live. Had you never not got struck, you would have been live and it would have just been her on its roll the way it's been this whole time. I've been seeing you share the platforms and stuff of, you know, and show love to other people, but you haven't been doing it. This is the most I've ever seen you go to other people's channels.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I said, you know, I just feel like you humbled because oh boy humbled you. It wasn't because you chose to be humble. I don't think y'all on the Miss O platform because, you know, some of the people up there, I don't feel like some of you guys wasn't genuine. It's just because you can't do your teleport live. And I really feel like
every life is not well, let me not say that, but most of my lives ain't that. But yeah, you to piggyback off what you said, it's not that I feel like he humbled me. I felt like if you gotta cheat me to beat me, then yes, I learned the lesson as far as what, because he hit me for my thumbnails, such as he did J.Dunn. But if you want to do a back and forth, if you want to have an active beef with a person, you go live, that person go live and respond. So then the audience can go from your channel back to my platform, vice versa, and y'all get the numbers and the views and the attention, right? But when you silence a person, and y'all know how YouTube works, it's like, even though you want to go live, and I think a lot of people kept saying, Lemon, this is a play. Y'all gotta realize I have 5 strikes on my channel. I don't know, VS, if you understood. I don't know if you ever been hit with some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah. But I had one from Duke Farrell because I had played his recording on my live and he struck me. And Shakim, you're welcome. And then Shakim put 4 strikes on my channel. And you know, when you violate a certain number, it says, hey, you have a certain amount of time to appeal these strikes or your channel is out of here.
Yeah.
My date was March 8th. I wasn't lying, but I was in a space where I'm trying to appeal this shit so I don't lose my channel. And then I'm being tugged here to go here, do this, drag this person, do that. But it's like I couldn't honestly focus on nothing besides trying to save my channel. And I did appeal it. I did. So once that happened, it kind of put me in a headspace where like I can breathe. I can hit panels and show my presence because I'm unable to go live because YouTube and StreamYard prohibited me from going live because of these strikes. They don't understand I have 4 strikes. I had 5 at the time. His just fell off on the 7th. It stopped me from being able to go live. I couldn't go live, even on my backup channel, which I still don't understand because J.Dunn got 1 strike on her channel. And on my backup channel, I got 1 strike, but I still can't go live on my backup channel. I don't understand that process.
Well, you don't understand it because you ain't an OG like me.
I'm not trying to be an OG.
No. And I'm not shading you.
Okay.
I had to tell you that, but that's because I know certain things that I learned over these years that I've been here watching other people go through these things. And I don't mind
So,
sharing the information with you, but I won't do it publicly because I don't want to
but
help
J
you.
Dunn, what's the difference? So if you got one strike on your thumbnail and I got one strike on my backup channel, which was my first strike, why can't I still go live on my backup channel and you can go live? Like, okay, you don't want to share that publicly.
Well,
Okay,
no,
I
I
just
can
don't get
share it
it.
publicly. Let's be all the way transparent. You
Okay.
probably got the same email attached to both of them channels,
Mm.
but I didn't knew that. I will never do a backup channel with the same email.
I
That's
didn't do a backup channel with the same email. They're different emails. They're
well,
not connected at all. They're not connected at all. That's why it didn't make sense when you kept saying, "Hey, I got one strike, but I can still go live." I was like, "Shit, I might be able to talk my shit. Let me try it." And I tried to do a live on my backup channel. I tried to set up a live, and it said YouTube told me they can't be better with that. So I couldn't go live. It said something is prohibiting you from going live. They said click your dashboard, and they will tell you why. It said due to these copyright strikes on your channel, you cannot go live at the moment. That's what it told me on my backup channel and on
well,
my main channel.
we'll see. I don't know. Probably, maybe now your message, what you just read, is different than the message that I get.
Yeah.
So it's probably because he hit your channel too many times. So they trying to sort that out. But
Mm-hmm.
if you have different emails, you can do whatever. That's the point of having the backup channel. It's so that
Mm-hmm.
you can do what you need to do. And I learned that because Tracy lost like 8 channels.
And
Because
I've lost like 12 channels before.
yeah, because all of them was with the same email.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not shading Tracy because Tracy support me. I'm pretty sure she's somewhere saying, J.Dunn, babes, don't cry, babes.
Hey, can
But
I say something to D Miss O before she leave? Because I think she said she's gonna leave out.
yeah.
Actually, I gave D Miss O. I gave you a lot of props this morning. I was saying you always been a wordsmith, and you've always had good content. Your biggest supporter, who I've seen you support you the most, was Honest Row. Whenever you do your panels, because most times when I peek over there, he's one of the ones that's on there. But you do have other people on there. So I didn't say nothing negative about your channel as far as your views and stuff. I'm talking about people who came and supported. I think the past couple of days, I just felt like, if it wasn't no issues going on, it would have been, you know, regular business, teleport night, and other people doing their stuff. Now, Shakim doesn't benefit with your channel being struck, Lemon. There's only one person who benefit with your channel being struck. And that's the reason why when you say he was going to talk to Ness privately, let's just be
Mm-hmm.
real. I mean, you were able to do two things that I ain't never been able to do. That was to knock Ness channel down, or to knock her down, or knock Mahel down. Those two channels are strong. I gave Ness her props. Ness had a strong base of people. She took up on a lot of rejects and a lot of new people. And so her channel was strong. When you came through, you kind of wiped out a lot of channels. Yeah, whether it was
Missy
organic or
Lemon,
not organic. So
Uh,
Shakim don't benefit for your channel being away.
what I agree with VS, and that's why I was kind of interrupting her. Even last night on Demon Souls, I said what I said because I believe that in my heart. For the last 3 days that I have not been able to use my channel because the thumbnail that I made from a page, a white page, a thumbnail that I made and created was struck. The only person that done made money for the last 3 days is Ness.
I think here's the thing, and I'm like this. If I don't have physical proof to accuse you of something, then I don't have no leg to stand on. Although, yes, the connections is close. Her and Shakim are close. But I had no proof that Ness was behind his thing. And here's why I'm going to say this. Because a lot of people, when Shakim, and I didn't bring Shakim to the beef center. Let's be clear. I brought Binary. Binary started sharing me out, Brianna out, Pizarro and ODS. Those are the people I said watch their channels. Like they have some cool lives. You can get into the the algorithm and see what they're talking about. If you like what they're talking about, you can continue supporting them, right? And then Shakim did a video one day, like with my name in the title, Baby Mama Brina and Peter Panel Killer. And I was like, who the fuck is this? I didn't know him, but I went and watched the video and then he popped up in my chat one day and I was like, oh, you're the person that did that video about me and X, Y, and Z. And he hit my link. And that's how I found out who Shakim was. I didn't know him. So I know a lot of y'all kind of misconstrue the Umar sector merge with the beef sector, but the only person that I invited from the Umar sector was Binary because that's the only person I knew at the time. So when you share somebody out on your community wall and you're from a different sector, your people look at your wall and they're like, oh, who is these people? Let me go jump over there. Let me go see what they got going on. And that's how he found the beef sector. So I didn't bring Shakim to the beef sector.
Problem that I think because
Mhm.
and I mean you ain't shared my video. And to be honest,
I didn't, J.Dunn. I didn't.
you ain't shared my video.
Yeah.
And if I can count, this might be the second, if not third time that you've been over it. So to VS's point, she has a point.
Yeah. I'm not knocking VS point. That's why I wanted to talk to her because I feel like the last time I did talk to VS publicly, even though they said I'm talking to her behind the scenes and we're running plays, I'm like, no.
Hold on, they said me
Nonetheless,
and you behind the scenes.
me, you, Lolo, and Ken
No, I don't.
deal with none of us.
No, but yeah. No.
Yeah, I was like, so this is how it was presented. I go through Lolo. Lolo then contact you. You, Ken, and Lolo are behind the scenes, but I'm like the middleman that tells Lolo what to say. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I haven't talked to VS since the rodeo panel we did. Ever since that last live we did, that is our last communication. I have not spoken to VS. VS hasn't been in my chat.
But this is the problem though, because me and VS showed up on that panel that night to help you get the numbers against
we
me.
killed it. We killed it.
No, hold on. Let him go ahead.
Where have you been to VS's?
I haven't been to VS.
And hold on. And who was he trying to drop his balls on?
Ness.
But now they want to talk
behind you.
This is the reason why I don't really be getting into the mess. And this is what I say, like with J.Dunn, you and Ness need to talk. As far as Lemon, I'm not sure what the tea is with that, but and I didn't even say Ness made him do it. What I'm saying is who benefits with Lemon being gone.
And not only that, Lemon, you have to understand the way that all that worked. As soon as we had that good panel over there on yours, and you had a success, the first thing that should have been up in your mind was returning the favor to each and every content creator who helped you be successful. But you have a hard time doing that.
Yep.
It wasn't that I had a hard time doing it, and I am guilty of it. I get this so much from a lot of people outside of what's currently going on, and I don't want to try to minimize it, try to make it smaller, but I think that because I had this conversation with Room Shaker. That's kind of why me and Room Shaker fell out, because she felt like she always supported me and I was never in attendance. I didn't share her out. I wasn't there. And I am guilty of that. And it's not me trying to be arrogant and cocky or like I'm the biggest. No, because we all have our moments and times where we're going to thrive. We're going to have high numbers. We're going to have low numbers, but whatever. So I am guilty of VS not supporting VS after that live. I am even guilty of not supporting you, J.Dunn, for that moment as well.
Queen Sanity.
Well, huh?
Queen Sanity was one of your big supporters.
Yeah, but she doesn't. like talk about like beef sector stuff. So yeah, I can see it, but not to the magnitude of y'all. I just
Yeah,
want to keep it on y'all.
hold on.
Um,
Because we ain't gonna let you. Or let me speak for me because I don't want people to think me and VS a team.
okay.
Women,
Hmm.
Big Rigs support the hell out of me. And I done sat there on his link and he be having man talk with the men over there. And I don't know what the fuck they be talking about.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna support. So for you to say that you ain't supported Queen Sanity because you don't know what she talking about, it's plenty of times where I don't know what Big Rig talking about. Ray Triggs, I don't know what he be talking about. I don't know what a lot of these people be talking about, but I'm going to share the same support.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to show y'all. Like with my history, it's not personal. It's a me thing. Not to where I'm not aware of, like, if they're pointing to me and supporting my channel that I got to cross support. I feel like sometimes I'm not available to do so, and that's my responsibility to show support. So if I can't be there, I will share you out. Did I share VS out? No. Did I share you out? No. So that's my wrongdoings in that moment.
But we sat
And
there.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to better myself, and I've been doing better. I know VS said no, you got humbled, so now you want to be on all these panels and show support. This is the most I've ever seen you on other people's
Would
panels.
we
She's
be
right.
here if your channel was not struck? Would this panel be happening right now with me, you, and J.Dunn at this very moment?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with
And
that. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
and
I'm
that's
okay
the
with that.
problem. I'm okay with it too, but
No,
that's
no, 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 no. I'm being honest, because if I would lie, I'd be like, yes, it would. That would be me lying to y'all, and I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to you. But that's something I have to fix in me, because Room Shaker, I talked to Lolo about me throwing her under the bus that live. She said, what was one of the main reasons why we fell out? I have forgot. And she said, nigga, I used to support you. I'm on your panel. The only thing I asked or required from you was to show up on my panel and show me the same support I give you.
Yeah.
And I had no leg to fight. I said, you're right. You're right. You're right. So it's not a y'all thing. It's a me thing. I just gotta understand the process that, like, if people support you, if people show up to your live, if people are hitting your link, if people are adding to your show, and you don't give them the same courtesy in return, then it's like it's fake. It's like, oh, we only can support you and benefit you, but when it's our turn, you're nowhere to be seen. And that's where I owe y'all an apology for. And I don't want y'all to instantly receive it, but that's something I'm working on. Even with Big Rigs, he's always on my panel. He's my mod. I fuck with him, but I only hit his show 1 or 2 times since he's been a content creator, and he's
Can
been on
you
my
take,
panel.
are
Hmm?
you able to also acknowledge that Just Crystal was one of the reasons why your channel was popping as well? Because when y'all had this
No.
situation, but besides the Sabrina thing, your views and stuff had started falling, and then when you and Just Krista came up with whatever y'all had going on, your views went back up so much so that it even pushed her views up on her channel, and nobody was supporting her channel, and she
Hmm.
started, popping or whatever.
Um, I guess the excitement of the story was interesting, but I would never put a content creator in a position to where it's like, hey, because of this is why your numbers went skyrocketed, and you were accumulating this amount of views. I didn't get that from her because I knew since the momentum died down between us, and mind you, I had talked to her behind the scenes, and I said, hey, I'm good off this. I even told her, I said, if my numbers drop, if people aren't interested, it is what it is. But I didn't sign up for a trio package. And at that time, it was me, her, and Duke. And I said,
Yeah.
y'all can do what y'all got to do. But I'm good. I'm going to just do me. And then I'll just rebuild what the fuck I got to do. And she understood that. So, yeah, Krista did help me in the process. To make a long story short, yes, she did. Yes, I would say,
But then
yeah.
you turned on Krista though.
I didn't turn on
See,
her. I
I
didn't
thought
turn
y'all
on her.
fell
We did fall out, but I didn't turn on her because let me tell you something, BS. There was a live that I was doing on Taylor Port Tuesday. I was washing laundry and picking up pizza. I said, I don't even feel like, like, have you ever, because you're a content creator and J.Dunn, you're a content creator, have you ever just felt like you're just tired? You don't want to really do the live, but people they're expecting a live from you, but
out.
you have obligations to do, but you don't really mentally and spiritually, you're not
That's
there.
why I don't do the
I
live.
wasn't
That's when you
there.
don't do the live. Right, what J.Dunn just said.
I Right. So me being like a newbie at that time, I was like, okay, but she was encouraging me to still do the live. She said, Lemon, if you don't go live, Lemon, if you don't talk about this, they're gonna make it seem like you're protecting me and you're doing X, Y, and Z. I know I'm the hot topic. I know people gonna have questions. They're gonna talk shit about me. All that shit. I was like, all right, I'll do the live.
So
And
it
I
had
did the
nothing.
live.
So it had nothing to do with you getting all them cash apps and memberships and stuff.
No, no, because I honestly told her like I'm drained. I'm physically drained. Right. And I told her this before I even sparked that live up. I was picking up pizza and I said, you know what? I just might cancel Taylor Port Tuesday. I don't even feel like doing it. But she was like, nah, do it, do it, do it. I know they're going to ask questions. I know they're going to talk shit about me, X, Y, and Z. Did the live anyways. Niggas start talking shit about her. She clicked my link. She started flashing on me, acting like we didn't just have a conversation behind the scenes about this very sad moment, about people having questions and grilling her and saying disparaging things about her and her friend. It was all out the window. So I said, so this whole hour and a half conversation I had with you, you want to turn it for YouTube and cuss me out like I violated you as if because you guys didn't know we had a conversation prior to that live. So it's like you're going to turn up on me because you knew this was going to happen. And I feel like she played in my face. So, and when that moment happened, I was just good off her. I was good
Well, this is the thing.
because, mhm.
Well, I know VS wanted to go the route of just Crystal, but I do want to bring it back to myself.
Absolutely.
Yes, because Lemon, at the end of the day,
Mhm.
I didn't have no issue with you, and I'm being honest. That night
Mhm.
that you had got up in your car and went to the Chick-fil-A when you should not have been on nobody's road,
Oh my
nobody's
God.
highway. That's when I started having an issue with you, a real one.
Okay.
And I feel like I should not be faulted for that. And then even with Ness, Ness did not want me to make peace with you, but she want to make peace with you.
Mhm.
That's crazy. And when I just sit back and I think about it, I'm like, well, Ness, what you want heaven to be for yourself? You don't want me to make peace with the man? Why? Even though at this point, I don't know if Ness gonna get to heaven or hell. But I can't make peace with the man, but you can. That's crazy.
So did you know that before or after you told Ness that y'all would talk privately, Lemon? Did you know did J.Dunn alert you ahead of time that it was suggested for them two not to talk?
No. Um, no. Um, I found out because, as you are a content creator, sometimes people hear things and they feel like it's important. They will tell you, hey, this was said X, Y, and Z, but as a content creator, you still have to do your due diligence and go watch it for yourself. So, yes, when me and J.Dunn had that conversation on ODS panel, and she felt like I holded this energy towards her, or I nailed her to the cross, or I forgave people who said far worse to me and my family. But when I was talking to J.Dunn one-on-one, I was speaking from my heart, and I was like, listen, the reason why it hit me different is because, and I use this term loosely, and I think I got to stop saying this. I value J.Dunn as a virtual friend due to how many years we've known each other and the fact that we had this bond. Like when we would talk offline before a live would happen, Me and J.Dunn was cackling, just having a good time. Like I viewed her as a friend. And when we fell out because I had fell asleep on my live and she had to entertain Resto and some other people from a different sector, she's like, I'm not finna be working for you while you sleeping and I'm making you money. And she was pissed
Well,
off about it.
What did she say wrong? That's right.
Right.
You would disappear.
No.
People work your platform for you and you the one making money.
Right. No. I didn't take offense to that. It was then she did a live and the very people she didn't want to entertain, I don't know who was on her panel at that time. They asked or they requested for her to invite them on her panel. She brought these very people to her panel after I was done falling asleep and ended my live. J.Dunn went live.
Only Resto was the one that.
Okay. Resto was on your panel.
Yeah, Resto came to my panel and he came one time.
So I went live, I think that day or the next day. And as soon as I dropped my link and people were able to hit it, J.Dunn hit the link and she instantly just started cussing me out. And yes, you're my friend, but I don't like to be greeted with that kind of disrespect. And you know how J.Dunn give it up. When she's pissed with you, she's pissed. And J.Dunn literally hit my link. You know, she'd be like, how the hell are you? Or she'd say something snarky. She didn't do that. She instantly went in for the kill and started cussing me out, disrespecting me on my own panel. And me and her bumped heads. We argued back and forth. And then she mentioned my brother. It hurt me because, yes, I pissed you off. Yes, I made a mistake. But if I'm your friend, I just think it's a different approach to handle a situation. Yes, it happened publicly, but if you can contact me behind the scenes and be like, yo, I feel away. You got me twisted. You got me bent. I feel away. Let's talk about it. She didn't give me that opportunity. And when it happened publicly, she just instantly went in for the kill. And it was just up from there. It was nothing I could do. J.Dunn was pissed. She cussed me out. And I responded back and I cussed her out. And from that cuss out, she brought my brother up. And from there, we just was in a bad place. But it did hurt me because I did look at J.Dunn as a friend of mine.
Okay,
I did.
So I got two questions. So you look at J.Dunn as a friend and you look at Ness as a friend.
Yes.
I'm not even talking about right now. I'm just talking about in general. You know, if you look over. Okay. Now, which one of these friends are more beneficial to you when it comes to YouTube?
I don't look at them as like beneficial for YouTube.
No, but we're talking about realistically. Who has been more beneficial? If I talk about me and my YouTube channel, I'm cool with Dovey and I'm cool with Brianna. It's more beneficial for me to be friends with Brianna.
Who had my back the most? J.Dunn did. J.Dunn was very in my corner.
No, who's more beneficial to your channel?
I would say J.Dunn.
I don't believe it. See, that's
J.Dunn.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying because here's why I would say this. Here's why I would say J.Dunn, because I felt like
if that was the case, you wouldn't have went to Vegas. You're not being
no. I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas because J.Dunn wasn't on a mission. I went to Vegas because this was a trip. Matter of fact, I was the one that planned the trip in Vegas. The original trip was for me and Ness just to hang out in California. I shifted the trip to Vegas.
Why Ness?
No, because the sponsor was the person who was funding the trip. The sponsor wanted me and Ness to meet. They liked our chemistry.
Y'all had to share a hamburger. Y'all had to share food and clothes.
We did not have to share hamburgers. See,
y'all did. So Lolo lied when she said people had to share food.
No, what happened with the burger situation was, so it was the end of the night and we finally met Lola. We went to her room. This is after we allegedly ran through her bar and drank up all her liquor. We went downstairs to the food course and there was a burger spot. We ordered burgers. I had put the tab on Shock Kim. So when I was the first person in line, ordered my food. Did I pay? No. Then somehow it got shifted to Lolo's tab and Lolo paid for the burger, but we all individually ate our own cheeseburgers. It was what it was. Nobody was sharing cheeseburgers. We didn't cut it in half. We all had our own burgers. Lolo just got stuck with the bill of my cheeseburger, my bacon cheeseburger. Let me be specific. So that was it. But we all had our own burgers. We didn't share burgers. No, we all had our own burgers.
And I do want to say to the beef sector, please like my video because I'm here on the non-monetized channel because of a fake strike. I would hope that you so into me once I am doing lives on my main channel because this is fucked up. What happened? And
Yeah.
Zulu said yeah too.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump down, but
But yeah, BS, I just want to clear that up. But no, when you felt like I wasn't being honest, like who's more like
I don't.
I look at everything in a totality.
Ness has a popping channel. Ness is a funny.
She does.
Comedian, and I think everybody knows. Even if you're friends with both, Ness is more beneficial, especially when it comes to financially. And you keep saying that's not true, but if that was the case, then why haven't you been supporting J.Dunn channel? It goes back to
I was supporting at that time. I was supporting J.Dunn's channel. We did a lot of things that people don't remember because I think it's like very like small.
I was the Rhodium panel to beat Ness, and we beat her ass.
Yeah,
and that was the last time.
And J.Dunn was the one who suggested it.
Yeah.
J.Dunn was the one who brought it up, said, okay, Lemon, what you gonna do? Because she finna have this popping panel. And J.Dunn was like, VS, Tracy, Nika, and all of us came. And I came off the strength of J.Dunn asking, you know.
I know. Because at that time you felt like I didn't fuck with you, or you felt a way about me because of things I've said.
I was being timed out over and over again by Ness in your chat, and you and I had no beef, and you kept acting like you ain't know about it, and you knew exactly what was happening.
I was on StreamYard. I don't see this. I
told you what Ness was doing, and you knew it, and you did not stop it.
So you don't think I like you as a person? Like just who you are on the strength of who you are?
Well, no, this is the God honest truth. Me and you do two different things in the beef sector. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't expect you to come up on my panels or anything, because I be on something else.
VS, I was in your chat and you literally said, "Is that Lemon? Is that Lemon?" You said, "Block him." I was in your chat before you even hit my Rhodium panel. I dropped down in your chat.
But we had got past there, remember?
I know we did, but I couldn't support you because I was blocked.
No.
When I felt comfortable enough to drop in your chat, I did. You were driving a car, and you said, "I know that ain't Lemon in my chat," and I was like, okay.
We got past that, and we talked about, the situation. I said, okay, I was wrong. I took something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledged that and said I was wrong for blocking you in the chat. We talked about it, but when we got on cordial terms, it pissed a lot of people off. They didn't like me over there. QI was over there. Lesbiana was over there. My rejects. You know what I'm saying? Ness didn't like that. So some people did not, was feeling some type of way about me being over there. And, me and Ness was going through the legal stuff. I had put the picture up there, from when she got served or whatever. And I told you she was steady timing me out. And you said a beef that you got with VS ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what you said in the atmosphere. You didn't put no name on it. But then I started continuously getting blocked in your chat. So why am I going to be over there instead of getting blocked? I'm already over there with a bunch of ops. So it's like, okay, well, let me get on back to where I need to be at.
I feel you, and I'm sorry you felt that way. I feel like in the moment of everything that was going on, I dropped the ball, but you and I never had like a personal issue. No, you know what I'm saying?
Never.
And I could have handled that better. So I'm sorry you felt that way in the moment. I honestly apologize to you for making you feel like, hey, listen, I'm telling you what's going on. You're not listening to me. So if you can't hear me, then I ain't gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's how you felt. And in a moment,
and on the good side, you don't need a VS because you already had your own. Like, listen, I'm telling you what you got going on over there or had, before this situation. You did something that nobody was able to do. Nobody was able at nighttime was able to supersede Ness numbers, and nobody was able to supersede Mahel numbers. You killed two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you your props on that. That's why I keep going back to who does it benefit with you not being, without you going live. See, when you go live or you don't go live, it don't benefit, it don't help or hurt me, because I'm
Right.
like, I'm on to something that it hurts other people. It would hurt, it would just help other content creators. It would hurt other content creators. I can name a couple. It would hurt.
No,
It would hurt.
I'm just gonna be blatant.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the fact is, like, when I was calling Ness out on Demon Souls last night, you kind of tried to taunt me, and I'm like, why? Why are you fucking with me, Lemon? When I'm telling Ness the damn truth. The fact is, she didn't want me to reconcile with you, but she thought it was okay for her to reconcile with you.
But I feel like I want to put the ball back in your court, because you being a grown ass man.
I'm not done. No, I said I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The fact is, for whatever reason, she didn't want me to reconcile with you. And I'm like, what? But and I think what everybody needs to understand is, I will talk to Lemon on the public platform because, yes, I feel like he is younger, but no, he is not a young man. Lemon, I think you need to look in the history books and not of YouTube or the internet. Dr. Martin Luther King was 26 years old, and look at what he did. So I hate when you always try to say, well, I'm young, y'all, I'm young. No, Dr. Martin Luther King was 26. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Medgar Evers never lived to see the age of 40. So I'm happy that I'm approaching 40, but I'm saying that, look, you ain't as young as you think. You ain't as young as you think, because look at the men who did so much, and they were in their 20s. So I can't take that as an excuse that you young and you only 31 or 32. No, I can't take that as an excuse. And you could talk now, Lemon. I'm going on mute.
But J.Dunn, I'm glad you brought up age, and I'm glad you brought up all these different topics. They are amazing topics. However, I ultimately extended the olive branch to you, and you received it. But, and I don't want to put age into this, pussy is powerful. And when you were told not to communicate with me behind the scenes, although you and I had a very genuine breakthrough, progress in our virtual friendship, you did not do what you should have done as an adult, as a grown-ass man that you claim to be. Pussy is powerful. It stopped you from unblocking me and communicating with me behind the scenes, because pussy is powerful. You did not do what you should have done, because you knew we were having a very generous, a very honest conversation amongst each other. And I told you the way I felt in that moment. You didn't care. The only thing you cared about was, I like Ness. I want her to be my virtual girlfriend, turn into a real girlfriend in real life. That it stopped you from communicating with me, because I extend the olive branch. I told you how I felt. I told you my wrongdoings. I told you what pissed me off. I understood how you were pissed off about me. We had that all ironed out. But you said, Lemon, I am going to unblock you. Lemon, I am going to do this. You left ODS platform, went to Ness platform, and she gave you an ultimatum. You forgive women, we got trouble in paradise. And you know what you did? You picked pussy over a friendship. That's what happened between us. Because I let the ball in your court. I can't unblock you. You blocked me first.
Wow.
So I left it in your court to make amends with me. If you wanted to reconcile our issues, I was willing to do so behind the scenes. And I was very genuine in front of the scenes about how I felt in that moment, you chose to listen to Ness and not unblock me and continue to like keep me blocked and not fuck with me because you had an infatuation with this woman. That was in your court.
Hold on.
That's what happened between us.
Hold on. So let me tell you, Lemon, because yes, let's have this dialogue. And VS, I know that you said you got somewhere to be, but I appreciate you being the third.
Look, I can sit. I'm gonna stay quiet though. I'm gonna sit now. This is
Yeah.
good.
So absolutely. Well, first off, pussy is powerful. But I ain't never had Ness's and I ain't never asked her for it. That's first off. I get pussy when I want it. Now, as far as Ness having a problem with me unblocking you, Lemon, again, what I said at the beginning of this live is I'm protecting my peace. If it's gonna mean an argument or something weird ass shit, cause I unblocked you, no. Because at the end of the day, Ness done always brought her pussy ass on this platform more than you have. Ness didn't have to have a strike or 4 strikes like what you confessed over here to bring her ass over here. She always brought her ass over here. So the fact that you could even bring her up, I don't understand why.
Oh, I will tell you why. If it can I speak? The why is because I singular talked to you on ODS platform. We had a breakthrough. You was in a position to say, Lemon, okay, I understand your feelings. I will unblock you. You took your happy-go-lucky head ass to Ness channel, and she told you, if you forgive Lemon, you unblock him, there's going to be consequences and repercussions. Once you heard that, you reneged on what you said on ODS platform in a matter of a couple of hours. So we were back at square one. But see, what you didn't bank on was I would hit TMO's link and Ness would come up there and me and Ness would make amends. And then Ness did unblock me. I did have a conversation with Ness outside of YouTube. See, that's how I know you was controlled by the pussy that you didn't even get yet, because I talked to her behind the scenes. We did.
But wait. You talking about last night? So y'all did talk. Okay, so you lied then. You lied. Because this he dropped down, girl. So he lied.
So, but what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't care.
And Shaquille popped in the chat. Oh my God.
He's really trying to fight and argue with me about pussy that I never asked for.
Wow.
He
Some
really
people say it's a play. That would and this is why people be saying they think things are a play, because he said they didn't talk, but now he's saying that they did talk. He jumped off the panel and Shaquille jumps in the chat. Not to say he probably wasn't already there, but I'm just saying the way it just looked crazy.
Well, VS, I will be honest, because he thought his mic drop was cute. When I woke up this morning, I had nothing but messages from Ness. And I'm like, how? But what I told her is that I'm not going to make her content. I'm not going to contribute to dragging her. But I am going to speak candidly on my own behalf. So if he think he doing a mic drop, I know that I didn't even get a whole 8 hours of sleep, and Ness was contacting me. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, let me jump down. Some other people might want to come up, but J.Dunn, that mic drop he did, that wasn't no good one.
Who, Lemon?
Yeah, that wasn't nothing right there, because he just got caught up in a lie.
He done came back though. Now he back here right now. Let me put him up. But you can go, VS, if you need to go. You can go ahead and go.
Yeah, things getting weird. It's time for me to go. Some feel weird now. I'm out. Okay, thank you, J.Dunn. I appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay. So let me bring Lemon.
That wasn't a mic drop. I don't know. I literally just got booted off the panel. That's not a mic drop, because I was still talking. That wasn't oh haha moment. I don't need mic drop moments. So I'm sorry that she perceived it that way. But what I was saying was, when I talked to you and I thought you was going to unblock me and have a conversation with you behind the scenes, you said, "Yeah, let me know. I will unblock you. We will have a conversation." I was like, "Okay, cool. We making progress." Then you went to Ness panel and she gave you an ultimatum, and you sort of reneged on what you said that you were going to do. Now, when I said pussy was powerful, what I was meaning by that is I felt that if you and I had a genuine breakthrough, and me and you, J.Dunn, we ain't talked since we fell out, right?
Mm-hmm.
On no panels, we just ain't been on the same panels. When
Okay.
that happened, I felt like, okay, I'm getting somewhere with J.Dunn. She's hearing me. I'm hearing her. I hear how she felt. I'm not trying to minimize her feelings in the situation, but I'm telling her this is not what it was, right? So in that moment, I felt like, okay, I'm going to have a conversation with J.Dunn behind the scenes whenever she unblocked. You went to Ness panel, and Ness kind of told you not to forgive me. But I said, well, what you wasn't banking on, because I didn't even know Ness was going to hit TMO's panel. And me and Ness had a breakthrough to where I asked her to have a conversation with me behind the scenes. And even though she told you not to do it, but I ended up having a
Look at
conversation
Honest
with her behind the scenes. And
Honest Rose said he was around me during Jay Speaks, and we ain't even gonna speak about Jay Speaks, Lord. But he knew
oh
about
my
my
God, Jason.
then. I done known the girl
You,
for a long time, and I wouldn't want her pussy. But Lemon,
but I'm telling you,
when you say pussy got
that's
power,
why
do
you
you
changed.
hold on? Do you forget that I got a pussy too? So
I
when
know
you
you
say
do.
pussy got power, how you know I ain't got pussy power over Ness? How you know?
That's just my.
Oh, now we can't hear you. How you know
Nah,
my pussy
can you
ain't
hear
got
me?
Ness in the damn
Can you hear me?
chokehold? Oh,
Can
now I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Uh-huh.
I'm not. I'm not. I've never said you didn't have the a vagina. That's not what's in question. What's in question is when you and I had a conversation. You told me in the audience that you were going to unblock me. You left ODS platform, went to Ness platform, and she gave you an ultimatum, and you reneged on what you had a conversation with me about. I didn't hear this. I was told this, and I was like, well, she didn't unblock me. We didn't have a conversation, so it might be true. But until I see J.Dunn again, I can't act on nothing without proof. So yesterday, when we was on TMO's panel, and you said, but Ness, you told me if I unblock Lemon that there's going to be consequences and repercussions, and now you're willing to have a conversation with him behind the scenes. That's not, you were upset, but it's like I was talking to you one on one, and you told me one thing, and you listened to Ness, and Ness stopped you from communicating with me. So that's why I said pussy was powerful, because
I
if you're gonna tell me one thing to my face, that's like me saying something to you, and I'm letting somebody else coerce me into changing my opinion based on the conversation I had with you. I would never do that. I am willing to be an adult, and you keep bringing up Martin Luther King and Malcolm X being in their 20s and all that and what they accomplished. Congratulations. I will never take that from them. But that is not the topic at hand. The topic at hand is you and I. You are of a particular age, and you told me that you were going to unblock me and we would have a conversation. You let somebody convince you or coerce you into not unblocking me because of your likeness for this person or you being romantically interested in this person. It stopped you from unblocking me because your infatuation with this person superseded our conversation.
Hello.
okay, thank you, Lemon.
Hi, J.Dunn.
How we
Hey,
know how?
Lemon.
Hello, Dovey.
Hey, chat. Oh, J.Dunn. Oh, hi. J.Dunn, is okay. I had Lemon some questions that was on my mind.
Yeah, that's why I brought
Okay.
you up.
Lemon, how do you
Hello,
feel
Dovey.
Hey, darling, how do you feel right now that after all what you don't all the disrespect, all but you don't say did in fact. I'm not talking about nobody said did in fact with the B sector. You didn't come, you didn't come on nobody link. You came in my yard maybe once or twice. But still, yeah, we all got together and support you to make sure that you got to your 1,000. Jumped on it, and I think you had your 1,000 in a day or two. So how do you?
Okay.
Hey, darling, how do you feel then the fact that I thought it took? I think it was Shakim. Allegedly, it took what happened to your channel for you to come to you to come around now. Even now to Ness, even now to Ness. Now you and Ness get back, friend, which y'all should. Cause I thought what y'all were talking about was totally silly, but I didn't have no kind of comment to say about it. So how do you feel right now that you had to come back to the B segment when you started from the one that fed you at first, that helped you with for you to learn something? Why you make up dealing fact with Ness? Cause why is it dealing fact that circumstance dealing fact that because everybody don't left you don't stab everybody in the back?
No, I didn't stab anybody. I didn't stab anybody in the back. I think what you're asking me is how come I haven't been supportive of other people's channel prior to me getting
everybody in
right?
the back, right?
Yeah, that's not stabbing somebody in the back. Stabbing somebody in the back
not
is like
supporting others. But
right.
when they do come over there and all the 50 things come out your mouth, now you come back here where you start at. Because Ness, I'm still saying Ness is here. Ness is Dissent. But guess what? Guess who come out there that you got to lay on? Ness put your head on Ness lap and apologize. I'm sorry. Is it because that you starting to see where you went wrong at and the B sector still going to be there? Why you ain't go and lay on I guess of them other people sector? I don't even know where that B's over there. Did something
let me tell you.
wait a minute. What they call Porter Tuesday? If something dealing with this
Taylor Port Tuesday,
Port Tuesday. If it's something dealing with Tuesday show last week, went so great and so funny. It's so entertaining. It was. It was something else. Did that get you in the mind, make you feel some kind of way?
No, I think they missed the mark on Taylor Port Tuesday. I told J.Dunn this and this to their face yesterday on TMO's channel that they lost the essence of what Taylor Port was. I didn't feel like that was a Taylor Port episode. I felt like that show was about them airing out each other's grievances and problems they had amongst their camps, such as I used to fuck with you and you turned on me for this person. That's not what Taylor Port was. So I didn't care that they stole the show of Taylor Port Tuesday. No.
Okay,
what I'm doing is
Tuesday, what it was, y'all drinking and what else?
Taylor Port Tuesday is just like a drunken banter, like being at the bar. Anybody from any sector can just come up on a panel and just join the festivities because we're not actually talking about like sector shit. No, that's not. Every person on that panel, on your panel, was who we knew was going to be there. Uppity, Intrinsic. Who else you had up there? Ness. You didn't have no frequent visitors. It was the same shit. It was just from Ness platform.
They kept it in the yard. That's why things got so much out of control.
That's not what Taylor Port Tuesday is, ma'am. Okay. That's not what Taylor Port Tuesday is.
The one that they had, it was basically
it was the man. It was the man that came at the beginning of my Taylor Port Tuesday. I don't know who the fuck he was, but he came.
Congratulations. But that wasn't the essence of the show. The show was y'all ironing out y'all issues y'all already had pending. I don't want to talk to you. Intrinsic, I was your friend. Intrinsic, I used to be romantically involved with you. You turned on me for Ness. Ness, I feel this way. This person, that person, uppity. It was the same show. It was the same show, different panel, and y'all just titled it Taylor Port Tuesday. It wasn't Taylor Port. It was a fail. They failed.
You are a backstabber. You are a liar. You use damn people. You don't have no content. This boy here ain't learned his lesson. Y'all gonna see when he get up his damn channel. You gonna see this little boy needs some more training. No, you need
You came in the Dovey. You came into the beef sector line that you said Jay Wilson was stole a big piece of chicken from the church and somebody tried to shoot at him. You came into the beef sector lying about your whole identity. You lied about being a driver for George Zimmerman. You lied about so many things. I am beef sector. Been here. You came to the beef sector trying to get clout and notoriety. I'm sorry, Dovey. I don't watch your content. I am sorry you hit my link every now and again. Your content is just not for me.
Well,
It's just not for me. I don't get nothing from it. I'm not entertained. I'm not entertained. I'm not entertained that you met two motherfucking drunks at the liquor store and you want to add them to your show. I'm sorry that don't interest me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to watch your drunken friends you met at the liquor store. I'm sorry, Dovey. I am sorry, Dovey, that doesn't interest me. I don't need to watch.
Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Bitch, you should have thought about that, bitch. Before you violated me, you funky hoe, bitch. You should have thought about that, bitch. Before you. Okay, so we got it together now, y'all. Cause I hope so. Yes, I'm gonna drop down. Thank you. No, no, you don't have to, because you always be here. You done been on my panel more than Lemon, so you have a
Yes, she
voice
have.
J.Dunn, did you skip over the part before Lemon had dropped down? Did you before he dropped down, or either whatever, however he got down, he shouted out that, well, guess what? I did talk to Ness after he'd already said he didn't talk to her.
Yeah, I saw that. But honestly, VS, if you think for a second I stayed awake last night wondering if they talked, I didn't.
No, but why do you have to lie that they didn't talk? But then what made him?
I never said I didn't talk to Ness behind the scenes. I never brought that portion up of the conversation.
No, we brought it up because we were saying that she suggested for J.Dunn to not talk to you, but then y'all talk and you said, but it never happened. So you said y'all had never talked. It didn't happen.
No,
But
that's
then
not. I think you're mixing the two things up. I was talking about J.Dunn. No, when that moment happened between Ness and I was talking about J.Dunn being in a position to where I extended the olive branch, that J.Dunn did not hit me up or talk to me behind the scenes because she left ODS panel and went to Ness panel, and Ness gave her an ultimatum that we didn't talk. But I said, you did not know that me and Ness was going to be on TMO's panel and we would make amends, and then I would have a conversation with Ness behind the scenes. I never told you I didn't talk to Ness behind the scenes. And when I did talk to Ness behind the scenes yesterday,
but
it was very.
You shout that out if y'all hadn't talked.
It was because you shout that out. It was because, no. So let me tell you exactly what it is. So when I brought that up as a reference, it was to show J.Dunn that you and I had an honest conversation, and you said you was going to unblock me and we would have a conversation. I said that she wasn't banking on me and Ness to make up and have a conversation behind the scenes. That it stopped me and J.Dunn from having a conversation, but Ness had a conversation with me behind the scenes. So I was trying to say pussy was powerful, that it stopped J.Dunn in her tracks, that she wasn't willing to have a conversation with me behind the scenes, although she said she would unblock me and have a conversation with me. She never did so, but Ness and I did. So that was me bringing it up. It was like, okay, you listen to Ness, but then me and Ness talk behind the scenes. So what does that say about you when you?
But how do you feel when you said that? J.Dunn said, well, Ness had been sending her messages all morning.
Yeah.
No, so Ness told J.Dunn this on the panel. Like they were Ness.
But we talking about the now though. Since you made that comment, J.Dunn said, okay, but she been contacting me all day and I got the messages to prove it. So how does that? So do you?
It doesn't make me feel no. It doesn't make me feel no way because I was never trying to come in between J.Dunn and Ness friendship.
But it
if
seemed like you was trying to drop your balls on her when you said it, though.
no, what I was trying to tell J.Dunn in retrospect was like, you went against your word because your likeness and your infatuation towards Ness, it stopped you from having a conversation with me. But she didn't bank on me and Ness to make amends and me having a conversation with her. So what I was trying to bring or trying to put relevancy towards was basically like, hey, you went against your word when me and you had a conversation, but Ness went against what she told you not to do, and she still had a conversation with me. So it's more putting the ball back in J.Dunn court. Like, she should have just had a conversation with me as a grown ass man she claims to be, versus listening to somebody because she liked this person.
Right.
Well,
But okay, so you don't feel no type of way that Ness is talking to both of y'all.
No, because that's not my concern.
but
That was
hold on.
never my
This is
angle.
more about dealing fact with you, right?
No. It was no. Hold on, Dobie. It was just never my angle. I don't care. I don't care who is friends with who. I
I'm saying,
only care about the conversation and connection that I have with you individually.
But it
I don't
sounds like
care.
you trying to make it seem like J.Dunn is looking a certain type of way, but you looking that
and
way
I'm
too,
not.
because she doing the same, because Ness is doing the same thing to you. So however you feel, she got J.Dunn looking, it got you looking like that too, because it's the same shit.
Correct.
Okay, I can see it from your angle, VS, but that's not the way I'm trying to present it. What I'm trying to say is, listen, if you and I, VS, had a conversation and you said, Lemon, I'll unblock you. I'll have a conversation with you. But then you leave that platform, you go to another platform, and you're put into a situation to say, hey, if you have a conversation with Lemon, I can't be better with you. And you listen to that person. It's like you were basically being controlled. I'm not being controlled in this situation because I didn't know I was going to make up with Ness in that moment. I thought she was on the panel. She was going to add to the commentary, but her and I had a very civilized conversation, and we ironed out our beefs, our grievances, and we moved on past that moment. And I said, okay, if you unblock me, we can have a conversation. She did so. She unblocked me. And we had a very honest, genuine conversation. Not too long. It wasn't very long, but it was enough because I left that conversation. I went to Shakim's channel. So I don't care that she's friends with me and J.Dunn. That's not the issue. I don't care about that. I don't care who you communicate with behind the scenes. That's not my business. My business is
But
is
you
her
have brought
issue.
it up.
Even though they played a deal with Shaquem to get whatever's going on with you and Shaquem, Ness played a part in that, but it's okay.
No,
Well,
I don't know. I don't know that Ness played a part in that. I'm not a person that. Sorry.
Y'all could give me 1 second because Room Checker ain't said a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Room Checker Boo Boo. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm on mute.
Girl, I came up here for the juicy part. We not gonna just skip that right past the he trying to make accusations that you is infatuated with Ness. Could you clear that up?
Well, I'm not infatuated with Ness. Me and Ness been friends since I was with the damn what can I call her? The Disney character. And I was friends with Ness. Never tried to pursue it like that or nothing. So no, I know that it's a lie. What he's saying, yes, it's a lie. Now, recently, I did tell Ness that I liked her and I would be devastated if something happened to her, and that's facts. That's
Okay,
facts.
so Lemon, I got a question for you as well, because I knew that was bullshit. So why did you time out the person on Big Red Chat, or did you do it or not?
It was accidentally. I had it in the background and I had fell asleep. So that was a mistake. It was an honest mistake. It was a timeout, or I think I deleted the comment or something. People kept bringing it up to my attention. It was an honest mistake. And I was like, when I'm able to go back live and have a conversation with Big Rigs, I will talk to him about it. But it wasn't personal. It wasn't me trying to be malicious or grimy towards Big Rigs. So I will definitely clear that up when I'm able to speak to him. I just haven't been able to speak to him because I'm down. I can't go live. So that's what it was. I said it on TMO's channel and Lolo's channel. It was a mistake. when I fell asleep. And when you're a moderator for a person and you got the live chat up, if you even like lightly tap it, it will do some things. So I accidentally timed out a comment, or I deleted a comment or something. I don't know what it was. And he felt the way about it, but I will clear that up with him. It was an honest mistake.
Okay, okay. So wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on, W. I got one more and then I'm done.
Go ahead.
Why would you agree to a health sector with me and then you make a YouTube tour going to everybody panel and seem to squash all your beefs or whatever it was?
Because I felt like if you want to talk to me personally, and I even left you a comment, I said,
Yeah, you said let's do it.
let's do it. Like, yeah. And I didn't get no feedback, no response. So I can't just sit on idle waiting for your response, but you never responded back to. The show must go on, but I was still willing to have the conversation with you because I feel like you had a list of questions you wanted to ask me, and it would be something exclusive, different from your perspective. And I'm still willing to have the conversation. So I was just waiting on you to say, hey, this day, this time, this place. I'll be there. That's all I was waiting on. I didn't get that.
Because soon as you made the comment, you ended up on TMOs and basically
I
I
know.
summed up. Hold on. I summed up all my courses to that y'all was running to play. So it was no longer needed for a sit down because that whole little show seemed disingenuous. It seemed like y'all needed a reason to show people y'all made up. And then the fact that he was willing to remove the strikes, like he just took that play out of the Mo 3 sector because 88 did it to Gina. But anywho, we neither here or there.
He never removed the strikes. He never removed the
No, but
strikes.
he
That's
was
why
asking you. But listen. This is the issue. This is why I said it was a play, because he said that he will remove the strikes, and you told him you didn't want him to remove the strikes. Only thing you wanted him to clean up was the part where he said you didn't pass the smell test.
right, because that's what's more important. I'm not worried about the strikes. I can sit down for a minute. I'm content with that. But I didn't like the lying aspect. When you gotta lie about a situation, I care more about my integrity, you lying and posting this false narrative, because that's the reason why I even clicked TMO Inc. Because she was on a panel with J.Dunn at the time. It was just J.Dunn and TMO, and that's what they were discussing. That's what made me click the link. She was like, "Well,
Um,
Shaquem said he stuck his finger up Lemon's butt in Vegas, and he didn't pass the smell test because he was eating Taco Bell and all that bullshit." I said, "You know what? I can't
No.
go live. I'm finna click this link."
So what I and Charlie, is that you?
Yes,
that's
it's me.
Malibu.
Hi,
What
Hey,
up, big
Charlie.
Charlie?
yeah,
Hey, hey.
Charlie. You know, it's been a lot going on for me, but I still come over there and support you when I can. So you are more than welcome here. I gave you your flowers as well when I came to your panel. I'm a fair person across the board. But
I
Lemon,
got
what
I got a quick question for Lemon, and then I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
What I don't know if you've answered this yet. I've tried to catch everything, but you know how hard that is sometimes. What
Hmm.
in your heart of hearts made you feel like making these peace like with everybody?
With Ness and J Dunn, because that's the only two people I've extended. With J Dunn, I felt like we were on a panel and we were being both very civil, that we was listening to each other. And when I told her like why I felt more offended by her comments towards me and my family than others, was because I value her as a friend, and I meant that. I still stand by that. And I thought we were moving in the right place, and I thought we would have a conversation. I could really, she could tell me honestly like how she felt in that moment, how I felt in that moment. So I was really being very genuine with Jada. But
Do you,
later on, she went to Ness and she was put into a ultimatum like, if you forgive him, there's consequences, and she kind of reneges what she said that she was going to do. Now, when it comes to Ness,
but hold on, but Lemon,
mm-hmm,
please. And I'm
okay,
gonna say this for the last time.
okay,
Ness did not tell me what to do with my Instagram. I know how to log into it and do what I want to.
mm-hmm,
When she said that she didn't trust me to be speaking to you privately
mm-hmm,
and be speaking to her privately,
mm-hmm,
I didn't want no problems because I didn't want no he say, she say. I didn't want what J.Dunn said this because I talked to you privately. I wanted to maintain my peace. It's what
okay,
I have continuously said. So the reason why I was so outraged last night is because she don't want me to talk to you privately, but she want to talk to you privately, and I think
There's
that's
something in there. Go
huh.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I think that's stupid because she really was thinking like if I talk to her privately and talk to you privately, that I might run something to you or something. I don't know, and I think that's stupid. And I told her how I felt about that. At the same time, I'm gonna protect my peace. I don't want to be involved in nothing because I wasn't at the Vegas trip. If I was at the Vegas trip, I would have got some pussy.
Okay. Okay, J.Dunn.
Okay, so a question. Inquiring minds want to know: would it have been Ness, Shakim, or Intrinsic?
Oh, the pussy.
Oh my
Let me
God, Brooke,
stop.
such a
Okay, go ahead. Let me stop.
Don't forget about Brooke because I probably would have got Brooke ass.
Brooke didn't
Brooke wasn't
go.
there. She wasn't there.
Brooke wasn't there.
I think
I
the other only woman was Lolo. Lolo was there.
totally going. So I'm saying I would have got some. I don't care who it would have been.
Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't go. Okay.
But no, I wouldn't have got nobody that's my elder Dovey.
Okay, so it makes sense with what you're saying as far as you just didn't want to keep drama, unnecessary drama that is avoidable. So that's why you just kept your peace, sanity, and everything, right?
Correct.
And then with the whole conversation, when I originally hit TMO panel last night, Ness wasn't up there. So that's not a play. That's not a plan. When I saw Krista, Shakim, everybody on that panel outside of you dragging me, I said, you know what? I'm finna hit this panel if I can. And when I hit the link, Ness did arrive a couple of minutes later, and we just had an honest conversation. It just happened organically. It's not a play, y'all. It's not a play. And I didn't even expect it to go as well as it did. I didn't because I knew our beef that me and Ness had between each other has been so toxic that I wasn't banking on a resolution between us. I was like, okay, she's on the panel just in case I say something that she feels is a lie, she's going to correct it. That's all I thought in my head. I didn't think about, oh, Ness, hit me up on IG. Let's talk. None of that shit. It was just, honestly, I thought she was there to correct me if I said something that was a lie. That was it. So when we did make peace, I was like, okay, that's good. It wasn't expected, but it's what happened. And J.Dunn, to you, I felt like you got offended because you said, wait, you told me not to forgive this person or don't have a conversation behind the scenes with Lemon because it's
Correct.
like sneaky.
I was telling
You
her
got mad at Ness.
that's the thing. But you was trying to take jabs at me, even though I was pointing my frustration to the person who it deserved to go to. I wasn't.
Because J.Dunn, you were taking jabs at me too. I originally remember having a conversation with Ness. She was like, don't speak to her with that tone of voice. I'm like, what tone of voice? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you were trying to make it seem like I was trying to hit on her or I was trying to flirt with her. And I'm like,
Oh
no,
no,
mom.
it's see lemon. That's all you got to do is ask.
Okay.
So on Demon Souls, when I said that to you, it was because I was throwing a shot at the fact that people done drag Ness all around. And I'm still waiting on Shakim to take up for her. So when you had that bass up in your voice, I said that to let her know, hey, I'm taking up for you and Shakim ain't. That's all it was.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
done
can see that.
seen him on YouTube cameras and everywhere, and Ness be drugged all in through the streets. But then when I'm on the panel and I say something, I'm the only one that says something in her defense. And I'm like, why do you keep calling this man Shasha when you be getting dragged left and right? So when I said that, you took it personally, which I wish you would not. You wouldn't have. Because the reason why I said that about you having that bass up in your voice and being a man is because Shakim done been everywhere. and men just say whatever to her or say whatever about her. And I just did it in her face to be like, hey, you know, I will take up for you. But I'm not nobody's robot. No. If somebody is wrong, they wrong. If somebody is right, they are right.
See, that makes a lot of sense now, but I think in the context of when everything was playing out yesterday, I was like, because see, I can't even say that because I don't want to bring other situations into this. But when you said that, it just reminded me of something that I was kind of just recently getting out of on my own shit. If you could read between the lines of a different situation, similar but different.
You've been comparing me to Let's Be Honest, and you got emotions that you directing at me that should be to Let's Be, because I ain't
I
did
know,
it.
I know, I
But
know that.
I'm older than you, and I can see that it's misdirected anger. But I'm letting you know that that's the reason why I said what I said.
Okay.
Because I done been on YouTube cameras, and any old man will just jump up there and say something crazy about Ness. And Shaquem be right there to say something and he don't do nothing. I'm like, why Shasha didn't talk?
I hear you. And that's my bad for misinterpreting what you were saying in that moment. I was like, I'm getting flashbacks. What I just got out of, but that was my own. You're right about that. You're right about that. So, yeah, I was taking jabs at you, but I knew we were in a good place. But I still felt the way about you just not honestly having a open conversation with me when we talked about it, and I felt like we could have just even if we didn't make amends, even though a conversation could be had, it doesn't mean that we're going to be walking away from the conversation, holding hands, being friends again. Sometimes a conversation is just needed for both parties to understand each other, and where the pieces fall, that's where they lay. And that's all I was asking from you. I wasn't like, oh, J.Dunn unblocked me from Instagram. We're now friends again. No, we can leave a conversation being like, okay, I understood you. You understood where I'm coming from. We still don't fuck with each other, but it is what it is. And I would be okay with that. But I would have liked the conversation because I thought we had a breakthrough since we haven't spoken in months. And that's all I was looking for. That's it. I wasn't looking for nothing else.
I don't have nothing against you. I want to say to Angela T. White, she said that I hurt her feelings. You hurt my feelings putting a comment saying the best Oscar goes to. Maybe you need to be cognizant of what you jump up in somebody's chat and type, because I'm not here for no damn Oscar. I work in the entertainment industry. So don't do me that way. Okay, go ahead, Lemon.
No, that was it. That was I just um thought we would have just had a conversation. Like I said, every conversation doesn't mean we walk away being kumbaya, my lord, and everything is good. No, a conversation is just needed for both parties, and whatever happens in that conversation, whether we walk away being good with each other, cordial with each other, or we still don't fuck with each other, it's still. I feel like it was still needed and necessary because we were both willing to have a conversation, and I felt like I was duped out of a conversation with you because you wanted to protect your peace, which I respect. Um, but if you say something to me publicly, I'm just waiting on you to respond so we can like have a conversation. That's all I was looking for because I did value you as a friend, and I still stand on that. And when I was kind of not offered the same opportunity to have a conversation with you, I was like, okay, then fuck it. She don't fuck with me. It is what it is. I see it. It's good. I got what I needed. No conversation necessary. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. But then when me and Ness made up, I felt like then you used that opportunity and said, well, Ness, you told me not to talk to him and you were mad at Ness because she forgave me and had a conversation with me. So I feel like you felt the way as well, seeing Ness do something she told you not to do.
Correct.
Mhm.
So everything that I was saying was at Ness, not you. Not you.
I
Because
know, I know, I know, I know. I took jabs at you in that moment, and that was between you and her. And I can apologize for that. I was I won't say misplaced anger. I feel like I was, because the anger was towards you, because I feel like you didn't give me the same opportunity that you're kind of upset with Ness about. But I extended it to you and you said you would have it. So that was just me being upset with you in a moment. So it's not misplaced anger. It was towards you, but uh, for a different reason, because I did want to have a conversation with you. So that's what it was.
Hold on. Angela T. White, I wasn't trying to make you an example. Your very first comment that you dropped down here and did, you said, and the award goes to, and you put a trophy. And I was speaking about a loss in my real life. I don't need nobody to drop down talking about the award goes to. So that's why you are the example. Because why would you do that? I don't need no damn award. You dropped in and you said that, and I'm like, what? Because I'm looking, I'm like, why would she say that? But that's what you said. So that's why you got my response. Now we can move on from here, but that's what you did. It's in my video. That's what you did. Okay. So y'all can go ahead.
I mean, I feel like I said everything that I wanted to say, and I hit your panel. I appreciate you having me. I don't know where we go from here as far as anything. I got a better understanding of your feelings on TMO's live last night to where we are today. I got a better understanding, but I so I really did want to have a conversation with you. I don't even know if you still want to have a conversation with me.
Well, I mean, I was chopped liver last night.
You were.
Right. So I don't want nothing fake around me. And I
You don't have
said
to.
nothing fake, Lemon. Because
Okay,
I'm not doing that.
I get it.
Now, if you want to be genuine, we can talk. But I don't want no fake bullshit. I don't.
I hear you.
Okay. Good.
That's why when we had the conversation this year on ODS platform, I thought we would just have a conversation to see where the pieces fall. Whether it's going to end in good terms or bad terms, we're just going to talk and let it be that, and go from there. Um, that's all I was trying to do, and I think I was kind of stopped in the process of having a conversation with you. So I still leave the ball in your court. You got me blocked on Instagram. If you do want to unblock me or say, hey, I got you unblocked, let's have a conversation. I'm willing to have a conversation with you. And I did take jabs at you last night, unnecessary jabs, because I was offended. So you're right about that. So I'm not being fake, but if you want to have a conversation with me, the door is still open. We can have a conversation and we'll see where things lie from there.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful, Lemon, because at the end of the day, the person who I lost in this, all of this, was 31 years old. 31.
Who's 31?
I began my
Yeah.
life talking about a real life friend that I lost this year.
Oh my God. I didn't hear that part. I came in and the panel was already going. So I'm so sorry. Sending nothing but support and condolences. I didn't hear that part of your live. I came in the middle. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's a 31-year-old. So that's the thing. I've learned patience with people younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to learn patience with you, but I believe in respect. I'm not going to let anybody disrespect me. And that's just where I came into the new year with it.
I hear you. And you've always sort of been that way with me. It's like a respect thing. Um, which I appreciate. I think when we were cool, you kind of kept me grounded. My wrongdoings, you never pussyfooted around your situations. You was always like, nigga, this is what it is. I don't like this. I don't appreciate and I like that stern kind of teaching. I don't like nobody to sugarcoat or like feel like they gotta talk to me a certain kind of way. You just being you. And I valued that, you know, because I felt like it was organic. It was you, just being you. And yeah, we might have bumped heads, but I feel like I did ultimately receive what you were saying because what you were saying was truth. So I can always respect that and value that. And I will never try to change you to fit my comfort. So I don't know if
Well,
that makes
I
sense to you.
appreciate that, and that's one of the reasons why I'm still probably I'm gonna always think about, is it something I could have did or something I could have said?
Yeah.
Because I was the older person in the situation. So I should have been able to say or do something. But
Right.
men do crazy ass things. And so that's where I am with it. And that's another reason why you on here grieving. I that's why people wonder where I've been. Grieving. I'll get on here and do my morning show and I'll get off. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that anybody needs to be processing grief up on here. But yeah. So that's all I was trying to say. But, you know, it is what it is.
Thank you for having me. I will wait for you to unblock me and just send me a little kite to say, hey, let's talk whenever you're ready. You don't have to have it right now.
Okay.
Just whenever. And I think we can just go from there. I do apologize for kind of, lashing out you last night a little bit in the process of you and Ness having a moment. It wasn't misdirected anger or misplaced anger. It was just kind of me kind of feeling a little slighted about the situation. But now that we talked about it, I feel like I got a better understanding of your feelings and perspective that I'm able to like, okay, that's how she felt. She wanted to protect her peace. It wasn't about this. This is how she wanted to move in 2025, and I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is thank you for allowing me on your panel. And
Welcome.
whenever we have a conversation in the future, we will. But there's no bad blood between you. I don't have no bad blood between you. And we'll just see what happens in the future.
Okay, that's fine, Lemon. And I
Okay?
appreciate you for coming up.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right,
Peace
you.
out, Room Shaker.
Yeah, room shaker.
What's
Yeah.
up, J.Dunn?
Okay. So yeah, because I wasn't trying to ignore you at all. I really had to get my point across because that's why this title is called One and Done. Because yeah, it's like, everybody got a real life off this application and shit be happening in people's real lives. So I hate when you trying to go through something that's happening in your own reality. And as soon as you get up on here, people are accusing you of a play. So my bad. But how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, J.Dunn. I don't know. I just okay. So you feel played. You feel like lied to. Once somebody cross you on the app, why not just leave it there? Because I think the makeups don't be genuine, so they never seem to work out. So I'm like, whatever it is, like, just walk away and don't look back. Like that's how I tolerate it and treat it. Because these people have really became YouTube. You can care about them, but you ain't got to deal with them.
Well,
Because
and
so
that's
many people. Go
shaker.
ahead.
Well, that's the thing. You are correct. Because I've analyzed that as well. I'm very analytical. I'm a Virgo. And to be honest, I can't over explain or even try to tell somebody when I'm not coming at them with horrible intent because that's not where I am in life. And I'm sorry
Mhm.
that not everybody has reached where I've gotten, but it took growth and maturity to get here. So I can't be worried about nobody else and what they feel. Now, I do care about people's feelings, but like if I say, "Hey, I care about you. What's going on?" and you be like, "You lying? I ain't got time for that." Okay, I'm lying. Bye.
Right.
So that's where I am with it.
Okay, well, I hope this give you some clarity. I hope you feel better. And don't you bring your ass back on this board crying.
No, I'm going. I did my cry because I think it was needed. But believe me, it wasn't no cry for no attention.
It's healing. It was something you had to get off your chest and your emotions was flowing through it. I get it. Trust.
Correct. And I really wanted to I already let my members know, but because Shakim fuck with my channel, I can't even go to my members and talk.
That's what I wanted to ask VS. Is VS still in this goddamn building? Because I know VS is the true B sector person. Like, I wanted to ask her, how does she feel about him coming over here attacking channels? Like, I wanted to ask her that, but she had something to do. So I didn't get to ask her.
Yeah, well, she talked about it earlier, so you'll probably have to red ball it while she was up here. But no, don't
Okay.
get it twisted. I don't feel a single thought of a weakness because I cried at all. Mm-mm. No, because I'm candid with my members. I see my members, talk to them every Monday. But now this man mess with my channel. This is the only way that I could really inform them about what is happening because, like, look, y'all doing too much.
Well, I ain't gonna say crime make you weak because you have your reasons. I think you stronger than others because some people, once they get emotionally overwhelmed, they tend to shut down. But really, you expressing yourself, let other people know where you coming from, whether they care or not. You have been warned. So I feel like you did it the right way. But I'm just saying I heard your message about you was really being genuine because you wouldn't want nothing to happen to her. What I tend to tell people on this app is you give people more affection and more cares of them than they care for themselves. Like a lot of people have shown that they're straight YouTube. So you putting your emotions into them is just gonna make you be on an emotional train wreck because they don't care about you like that. A lot of people be underestimating these people on this app. They be wanting them to crash out in the worstest way for their own personal entertainment, for temporary relief of the grief that they deal with in their own lives.
That is true. And that's one thing because never would anybody get it twisted that I crashed out today. No, I'm honest. Like, bitch, I'm not one of these people that log on here and lie to y'all. It's too many times people log on here, press their live button, and just be lying their ass off. I'm being honest.
Let's go. They manipulate, they play on their emotional heartstrings, they look for sympathy, and they doing it for cash apps.
Correct. And the crazy thing is, Room Shaker, I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask for none of that because no, that's not the type of person I am or the type of content creator that I've ever been. I just dealt with it the way that I was dealing with it until all of this other extra bullshit. And that's when I got a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, J.Dunn, I'm gonna say this. I have watched, and it ain't just you. Other people play, bar you off their channel, and then they come in when they need you because you do have something to offer you somebody, whether they like it or not. You're gonna always be relevant on the board. So therefore, you don't really have to sit here and accept the shit that they dish out. Like I don't let people play me like that. I'm just gonna say it. Like I don't care. You ain't gonna play with me because they get to doing this shit and they get weird with it and you want to cuss them out and then they like, no, we're a dysfunctional family. No, at this point you flat foot disrespectful. Like the stuff they do is childish. So I wouldn't tolerate it. It ain't gonna knock you off the board because a lot of people can't touch down on my panel or in my chat and my page is still doing very well. So when they play with you like that, walk away and don't look back. And then when they come around, if you want to, you can overlook it or you could treat them like shit because they seem to like that. Like, I don't know. These people weird.
Well, I done been treating a lot of people like shit, but then I was the problem. It's crazy.
I see that. Like so many people cry about what you do, but then they want you to overlook and forgive them for the shit they do. Like, get over it. You started it. Like, I just got my lick back and left you to marinate on it, and I done went on to something else, and you still mad about that? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So that's the main thing. But I know you was on mute this whole time. But yeah, I'll get my lick back in a minute, and then as soon as that is, now I did something wrong. I'm a demon, chaos demon, and, and the devil, and all this bullshit. Please.
Now, J.Dunn, a lot of people do complain about the doxer, though. But you have told me that you only get back at those who do something to you. So I don't have nothing to say about it. Like, I just want to know how's they gonna feel? How do they feel about him attacking channels over here? Like, that's something I want to see them have a town hall meeting about and see where they gonna go from there. Because okay, she shut down this. Okay, let me clock this T so I'll make sure I got it right when I go gossip on my channel about it. So she told Lemmy he couldn't talk to you, and then she turned around and talked to Lemmy behind the scenes. So do you feel like it was a lineup going there, or she was just playing on him because he wanted to get back on the board? So then somebody else said that Ness would help. I think it was Pastor. It was somebody. I ain't gonna put it on Pastor, but I was in that live, and they said Ness would have more to gain from what Shakim is doing. So that's why I want to know, why is the beef sector letting him get away with all this? And why is he still accepted?
I don't know. But yeah, everything that you heard was what was said, and I'm just like, what? Like, I don't
Okay.
give fucks about. I don't give two fucks about interfering or running a play or trying to make this one mad with that one. I was just at
Right.
the funeral. I don't give a fuck about it.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I wonder the same, Rashaka. I do too. I wonder the same. TMO, let me clear something up for you. I was waiting to see was you gonna hit the link. My statement that I made, it was not about you. I was talking to Lemon directly because I had a lot of questions, but during your live, like I said, my questions was answered, so I no longer needed to sit down. Because after I watched what went down on your panel, I went on my panel and summed it up as a whole place getting a scam. Unless y'all just all, unless everybody involved was just ignorant and dumbfounded because it was no clarity. It looked like bullshit. It was fake. It was fake beasts made up. And then all of a sudden, only thing you cared about when you've been whining about your channel being down and him striking you and you can't fight back is you wanting him to clear up that you didn't pass a smell test. So I walked out after that was said. I left the live because I wasn't gonna get nothing else from it because that was the weirdest shit in my life. Because it was just not. It wasn't what we was there for. So yeah, that makeup shit, I wasn't there for that. Like, if you was crying about your pages and you disputing these strikes and he said he could remove the strikes, why the hell you say you don't care what we think about you or what we say about you? And people been running around here calling you gay. And you didn't care about that, but you cared about him saying you didn't pass a smell test. Like, come on, they was around here saying he smelled like the little funky Billy goat that never had a bath. Like, it was weird. So I was done with the whole storyline. I didn't want to recap it. I didn't want to cover it. Yeah, shouts out to the beef sector because they was giving me cash apps telling me to talk about it. But they agree with what I said. Yeah, we sick of that storyline. Throw the whole storyline away because it's trash. It's a player getting a scam. So we done with that. Next.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Room Shaker. But I am happy that I was able to have the conversations because again, I don't run no play.
Okay. I know you don't run a play. I ain't gonna say TMO ran the play because she was like she don't run plays, and I'm like, who said she ran a play? But Ness showed us she was an actor. We know what she did with Pastor. So we done seen her fake crown her channel. We done seen her do a lot of little tricks and magical performance. So we know that she can play her role. And Shaquem, yeah, he can play his role too. So we got it from what it was. Now, Lemon, I don't know if I want to call you slow off or just a throwaway or you just easy to influence. I'm gonna say weak minded because you going right right along with it. But if it's about your channel and you going live, why not remove the strikes? You could have talked about the rumor once you got your page back. Like, yeah, no, we good.
Yeah, and I think what Lemon was saying is that he tried to appeal it. So we'll see what happens with it. But yeah, I was really coming to clear my own self because Room Shaker, I got a whole, and I know you do too, a whole life outside of this application. I don't have time for people to really think that I'm making a play for them to have something to watch.
You know, okay, I'm gonna behave because I was gonna say so. You know, face troll. I don't want to be counted by nobody because, bitch, regardless of the fact, I'm always gonna be relevant, and that's why you down there in the chat typing about me. Did I address you, Pizarro? No, I didn't, because I don't like you, and I don't give a fuck about you. I don't think you entertaining. I just think you're a loudmouth bitch that's afraid to cam the fuck up. So what the fuck is we talking about? Nah, shouts out to you for that, bitch. Like, yeah, wash your clothes. Because every time you turn the camera on, you're dingy and dirty. Or you get mad in person. But anywho, back to you, J.Dunn.
Yeah, and so one of the things that I do want to say and ending, because I've been here longer than what I thought, but I'm happy it was a good discussion. Y'all, if I'm not up on this application, it's because I'm dealing with my real life. I'm sorry that the lies that people done said that I ain't got no friends, people don't love me, I don't know who my daddy is, all of this weird ass stupid ass shit, these lies that y'all believe in. But 9 times out of 10 when I'm stepping away it's because of something. But because of my other channel, I was still trying to be present and be supportive. But now that Shakim done gave me a stupid ass, fake ass bullshit, which I don't know if Ness know about it initially or not. But the fact that he put that mess up on my channel, y'all, I'm not gonna be doing no morning live or nothing like that until I get all this stuff done legally. But my point is, I be having shit going on because I got a real life.
Right.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying.
I get it. So what they say they haven't got back with you yet?
Oh yeah, they sent me an email and I put it on my community wall. So now they waiting on Shakim to give them proof of the fact that I stole from him. You know
Is it
them.
on this page or the other one?
It's the other one.
Okay. I'll go look at it when I get down.
Yeah, they waiting on him to provide the proof that I stole from him. Which everybody on here that done been up on this channel know I ain't stole shit from this motherfucker.
Okay, so do you believe him when he said it wasn't him, it was somebody from his team? Do you believe he got a team?
I don't believe nothing that he say.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing.
Mhm.
The man could walk up in my face and tell me that he got a cut and he need a band-aid and I won't believe him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I am with him. But people that want to entertain him, they can. But I just won't be doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, well, Room Shaker, well, I guess I'll close it. But I did want to give you a chance to ask me anything. Because,
Well, I didn't have no questions for you. I just wanted to check on your sanity and make sure you was at peace. And keep doing you. Because some people shop you for you. They ain't caring about what nobody else say or nobody else experience. So, yeah, fuck them.
well, I appreciate that. And yeah, I have my sanity because that's why I know to not be on here. And that's why I've been minding my business in my own lane with a morning show.
Okay. Okay, well, have a good night, J.Dunn.
All right, thank you, Room Shaker. Okay, y'all. Well, I want to thank Room Shaker. I want to thank everybody for y'all support. I wish y'all would support my other channel, but y'all came up here to support my main channel, so that's fine. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's my honest opinion. My tears are real. The person that I lost is really dead. I'm still coping with it. This is the reason why I have been giving Lady Nika grace. I've not come on here and really drag her about anything that people want to drag her for, because we are going through a process in the same way. As human beings. As human beings. But one thing that I will say is, y'all, domestic violence, don't take it lightly. Like, for real. When a man call a woman a bitch and talk about how he gonna put hands on her, believe it. And that's the reason why I was highly triggered when Ness kept calling me a bitch. Like, don't do that. But you live and you learn. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. And I guess I'll talk to y'all the next time. But I did want to do a one and done. Bye, y'all.